With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
Down with PCP. Down with PCP.
You know, I know Lester's going to dance with us because PJ and Foster aren't here. Come on, Lester. Give me your best, like.
There you go.
Oh, he's got a little something.
Give me your best white boy.
Raise the roof,
Dancing
bring
moves.
it down, take it to the low. There you go.
Hey,
oh, look at this.
we
Already,
are-
who's your daddy, man? Look at there.
We are RL.
Oh man, people are like, what is he talking about?
We are RL. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm going to embarrass Lester right now and remind him that we went to the same high school,
We did.
Round Lake High School in Round Lake, Illinois. And our chant was, "We are RL. We are RL." So
they also took it another level with the year, right? You had to change your year over and over.
I
Right.
forgot
Remember that one? See?
So how did that go? We are RL 92, 85.
Ours was 88, 88, 80, 80, 88. That's how they made us do it. So
I don't think we did that.
no, I see. Maybe they retired it after us.
Yeah, I must have retired it. Yeah, they ushered in the new era.
Yep.
Guys, it looks like we're down. PJ's power is out right now, so good excuse, PJ. He'll be joining us later if his power comes back on. And of course, we don't know where Foster is at. Foster could be anywhere right now. Could be in Green Bay, in bed with a couple of women, and forgot
Whoa.
about the show for all we know. Yeah, he gets some tail, Lester.
Foster rolls like that, huh?
Oh, he does. Yeah,
Yeah.
more than anyone in the room combined.
Okay, that's good.
I would like to.
Speak
I would
for
like to.
yourself, Shorty.
Carl, I would like, you are much younger. Carl, I would like to remind everyone that we are brought to you by BetUS, everyone's favorite sports betting book, whatever you want to call it. Sign up for BetUS and use the promo code bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast -BetUS and get 125% sign up bonus with the link. And let me remind you that we are here with Lester Wiltfong, who him and I do a game cast for the Bears games on the PSF app. Make sure that you download that to your mobile device right now. Download it right now. Find the Bears Room chat. Get in there and start adding some comments. You can upload images, you can upload videos, you can do what is a new thing that they were doing now on PSF, which is a peer-to-peer betting system. And I'm going to lose some more money to Lester this coming season while we're watching Bears games together on that. So please make sure that you check that out. Lester, I just reminded myself with that I did lose my bet to you while we were doing a live show.
Live show, yeah. You can't take back a live bet.
And it was in the beginning of the season. And you were like, nope, the Bears are moving on from Justin Fields after this season. I said, you're kidding me. And it went like a couple more episodes of us doing a show. And finally, I was like, I'll bet you lunch they are not moving on from Justin Fields and drafting Caleb Williams. And so we did. And I promised you by the end of tonight, if we have some downtime, I'm going to make sure that I PayPal you that because I owe you. I'm going to give you $15. That's a fair lunch, right?
That works. That works for me. There's a Buona Beef that just opened up right down the road from me here where I live.
Oh.
Lester, is that comparable to Portillo's at all? I've never had Bona beef.
I mean, they're both different. So yeah, I mean, it's good. I like them both. I'm not a food snob. I mean, I'm gonna eat all the beefs. I'm gonna eat all the pizzas. I don't care. Give it to me. I'll eat it all.
Nice.
If I had to choose one or the other, all depends like which one's in front of me. You know what I mean?
So they're putting a bone of beef in Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's a Bona beef. It's already here. It's a Bona beef / rainbow cone. So it's like they're bringing Chicago to here to Kenosha.
Wow.
The original rainbow cone. They're partnering up with Bona beef over here. So
Look at us branching out the beefs, man. You know what I had for the second time in my life? Johnny's beef over in Elmwood Park.
Okay.
On 64. Oh, man. That puts Portillo's and Bona beef to bed.
All those non-chain places are the best.
Yeah, and that place has been around forever. I didn't realize it was cash only. It was like the soup Nazi. I walked in, there's just a line. You walk from one end to the other. You order, boom, your food's in your hand. Dude, the beef was $6.64 for a beef. And like 50 cents more for peppers. They don't have cheese. Don't ask them for cheese. That'd be like, no soup for you. Get out of here, But he was like, oh, cash only. And I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And I ordered like 3 beefs, 2 for later. And all I had was a credit card. So he's like, you can go to the gas station across the street.
See?
He's got a new card and my PIN wasn't working. So all I was able to buy was one. And damn, was it good. It put Portillo's and Bona beef to shame. I know you're not a food snob like you said, but have you had Johnny's beef?
No, I haven't had Johnny's beef. Like I said, the smaller places are like, we're both from Round Lake, so pizza place,
Sammy's,
Scotty's,
yeah,
right, Orlando's. These are the places we grew up with. They haven't got beefs, and it's like, come on.
I was just
Round Lake Park, So yeah, that's some good beef.
I was just back home 2 weeks ago for work, and I stopped at Scotty's and had one of their hot dogs, dude, with the French fries. And you know what they asked me? They're like, "You want the fries on the side or with the dog?" I was like, "What kind of question is that?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Where is Mark? Where's the owner?" He's like, "Oh, he sold it 4 years ago." I'm like, "Oh, that's why you're asking." And I'm like, "I want it the original way. I want the French fries mashed in there with the dog, and then I want mustard all over the fries." It was it brought me right back to our good old We Are RL days, Lester.
Nice.
So what's up, guys? Man. How you doing, Carl?
Sounds a little far out right there. I'm doing real good, Shorty. Lester, how are you guys doing?
Good.
You have any good hot dog or beef places by you, Carl?
No, man. I'm a sucker for Portillo's. I know you have a little bit of disdain towards them and your own nowadays, but I don't know, man. It's still good.
No, it's good. Yeah.
You've always had to pay for an extra large beef, though. It's like a beef sandwich and a big beef. I only started recently having to order the big beefs, though.
I didn't even know they had a big beef until I ordered 6 beefs one time, and they gave me a big beef because they thought I said big instead of 6. And I was like, what the hell is this? A
little bit of beef with your big breads. Yeah,
it was way too much bread, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, once they sold that place, it's gone downhill, dude. It has. They're putting them all over in Florida.
Yeah.
All over the place now. And they're skimping on the meat. Like the last couple I had in Illinois, the beef tasted like, the best way I can describe it is like gamey cow. Like if you had, I hate venison, but if you had really good, like homegrown venison compared to wild venison, I think it would probably taste a little bit better, than wild venison. Their beef tasted more like it's been eating the same shit as the deer. It was terrible.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm rambling on about beefs.
Shorty, sounds like you could fix the issue real easy. Just franchise a Portillo's, get the exact numbers on what you're supposed to be selling, and just sell more of it for the same price.
I would just make my own place. I worked at my first job, Lester, was Sammy's.
Okay, you got it.
So I know how to make beefs. I have a big roaster and a meat slicer. I buy a 25-pound roast here and I make them myself. And they're better.
Shorty's,
so I would make my own.
Shorty's sounds like it would be a great little, hole in the wall, so to speak.
Shorty's beefs. Yeah. Well said.
Something to think about.
Let's get to the chat really quick. We're missing PJ, who normally does that for us. His power is out. Great excuse. Miss Dr. Earl, Doug Van Dorn, Cliff Victoria, Mr. Mayhem, Eric Harper,
VHS, aka DVD,
also known as VHS. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. I'll say this for the millionth time. We only do this for you. It's because of you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us this Thursday night. Let's get into the meat and bones of here. Lester, we have 3 players. I mean, we're getting into the dog days of NFL, right? We're coming up with shit to talk about. What's up, Curtis? So I want to know, and I personally, one of my favorite players is Teven Jenkins.
Same, yeah.
DJ Moore, we know he's up for a contract extension. Whether that happens now or at the end of the season, I think could be more debatable. But I think that Teven Jenkins, being as solid as he's been when he's been there, is a guy that, to me, is on my radar of someone that you need to sign, even more so than like Keenan Allen. You could almost sign Keenan Allen, how many games into the season if you wanted to, just to see how he's doing?
Yeah.
But give us your thoughts on these 3 players and in what order that you think that their contracts should be extended.
You're talking Teven Jenkins, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. You're talking those 3?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, I think we'll start Keenan Allen. I think he's the least likely just because his age. I think Keenan Allen's going to want to wait and see how this year plays out. I know he just did sign with the new agent. That could have different reasons, not just, football stuff. Maybe it's more marketing stuff. Who knows what he's got going on there. But, I think Keenan Allen wants a ring. I mean, at this point in his career, he's in his 30s. He's still at the top of his game, but at some point he will fall off the cliff. So if the Bears are good this year, if Caleb is if he shows enough promise, Keenan Allen may say, hey, my best chance at a ring is staying right here in Chicago. And if that's the case, he may wait till the end of the season and let's see what the Bears offer. But, of course, Roma Dunze will have something to say with that. If he blows up, then the Bears may think, we're fine, let's move on. But, at the point of where they are right now, I think he's the least likely. DJ Moore's got a couple years left in his deal, but like you said, they can extend him if they want. He's not on his rookie deal. They can kind of do what they want. The way the market blew up lately with receivers, he may be a guy they want to approach, try to figure something out now before it gets even higher down the road. But he seems like a smart business guy too. He may kind of want to wait and see. He may want to play out the contract, because he's making pretty good money now, so if he waits and gets to the free agency year again after 2025, he may cash in huge. And in Jenkins, man, I'm going to hate to see him go if he goes because he's just such a good player. But again, another wait and see guy. The Bears want to see him do it. They want to see him put it all together. They want to see him put, a relatively healthy season this year. And if he does that, I think he gets paid.
Yeah, Lester, I totally agree with that. Teven Jenkins being the wait and see player. Eric Harper in chat had asked, do you think that if Teven Jenkins is out another 4 or 5 games, again, presumably because of injury, is he still worth the risk at that point or no?
I think if he's out another 4 or 5 games again, I think his price tag comes down. And I think the Bears go to him and say, hey, look, you haven't been able to put a full year together. We still value you when you're healthy. As long as nothing serious or severe, if it's just like, bumps and bruises, stuff that kind of miss a game here, miss a game there. I think they might want to approach him and say, look, here's a fair deal for both sides, maybe a smaller deal. I mean, because he could do like a 2 or 3 year deal with the hope of getting a bigger cash in if he does stay healthy again. Because if you're a guard, man, you're playing until you're in your 30s. Those guys can play pretty long if they stay healthy. So he may sign a smaller deal, hoping to get one more, crack at the free agency apple, so to speak. So yeah, I think that's a possibility. But if he misses a significant time, then I think the Bears may just let him walk.
The big injury is the back, right? So if it's a back injury, I think you might want to stay away. I'm really not too sure, especially if it's half or more of the season. But if it's just little nicks and cuts, whatever you want to call them, and he otherwise plays up to the all-pro level I think he's normally at, you think it's smart for the Bears to approach Teven, like how you explained?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, he talked at a press conference during the mandatory minicamp, and I mean, they asked him point blank, and he's like, well, we have asked about an extension, and
radio silence.
We received nothing back. So that tells you right there, Ryan Poles wants to wait and see. I mean, they obviously value him as a player. He's when he's out there, he's really, really good, but he's got to prove it, man. I mean, if he can't stay healthy, then I think you got to weigh the options there. And then, there's other free agents out there, obviously, that'll come up in, the offseason. I haven't really looked that far in advance, but, then there's always the draft. The Bears have a pretty good, next year's first. They have 2 seconds next year. So there is a way to kind of reload quickly if they have to let Jenkins go. But, hopefully, fingers crossed, he stays healthy enough to where the Bears can kind of bring him back.
That kind of
3 picks in the top 64. Sorry, Shorty. Just want to say 3 picks, top 64 should be very easy to reload.
Yeah.
It kind of leads me to a couple of questions. Every time I see Creighton Wiltfong here in chat, I always think of you.
We're close.
It's missing the T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possibly related. I think at some point, someone in my family may have changed the name at some point. So who knows?
That's crazy. But I wanted to talk about Jenkins. One thing that I've noticed over the many years of being a Bears fan, is that players in contract years always seem to have their best year. They have the least injuries. They play the best. They get the big contract. From there, it determines whether or not they build off of that and continue to rise, or if they become complacent with that big contract. And that's to be said in the future. But I think that all things leading up to Jenkins' contract this year, I think that leads up to him having a season where maybe he doesn't get injured as much. Maybe any injuries that he might not have played through before, he pushes through for that contract. He plays his best year this year, and then that ends up leading to what kind of contract, really? Because as I pulled up here really quickly, I mean, these are the highest paid guards in the league. I mean, is Teven Jenkins worth $20 million?
I mean, if he's healthy, I think he's right there knocking on the door.
I agree.
Quentin Nelson's a guy who we're talking, multiple time Pro Bowler. Jenkins is not at that level, So I mean, if he does have his best season now, I mean, I'm sure his people will say, hey, we made a Pro Bowl, but if you don't have that hardware, that individual hardware, you're not getting that kind of cash.
The next one on the list here is Robert Hunt at $20 million, and then Zach Martin at 18.425 with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think would be a legitimate contract offer for him? To try to get that done this season before he tests the market.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes, say he goes half the year healthy, having a great year, then the Bears may approach him. But like you said, now, I mean, they haven't bothered to approach him yet, so they want to wait. So yeah, I mean, if he's healthy, they may come in with something in this ballpark like Jenkins here, 17 million, possibly something like that average. They may kind of figure out where he would fall in the grand scheme of things with a big payday. But other than that, man, I think they're going to just wait and see what happens.
God, you're breaking my heart.
I don't know. I'm really liking the idea of the wait and see approach. I think that Shorty, you were just swoon over Ryan Poles and how good of a job he's done. And I think the situation, unfortunately, he's just playing it perfectly for the Bears. For the personal Teven Jenkins fan that I am, breaking my heart, absolutely. I don't know. There's some of these names on here, it's just mind-boggling. You saw the player on the Panthers who's earning $20 million a year. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that would be considered the cap number or just it has to be the cap number after everything.
That's the average. That's what he makes average a year. So $20 million a year he's making.
Right. Well, just looking at over the cap, when you look at the contract for DJ Moore, the cap number for DJ Moore in 2023 was $20 million, so about the same. But in the last 2 years, it's only been $16 million. So that contract they got him is yet another win from that first overall pick trade that the Bears did. But for Teven Jenkins to be making $20 million, 4 more than your best wide receiver on your team currently, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that much.
I think I have to agree with you on that. That's
I'm
kind
not
of
a big numbers guy, but like Joel Bitonio, I think a lot of fans would say Joel Bitonio is just clearly better. I think that Teven Jenkins could be better than that player if healthy, but 16 feels a little bit better. Yeah, now we're getting into the territory of like, who are they? Kevin Dotson. I mean, the Rams overall, it feels like their line is good. They're obviously a perennial playoff team, but 15, 16 feels like a sweet spot.
Yeah, I think 15 sounds good for me too.
You know, a lot of it, you got to look what the market is. I mean, the market for interior offensive linemen was pretty stagnant for a few years. And then this last offseason, we saw some dudes get paid. So the centers, the guards, you know, a lot of it just kind of goes with the flow. Teams realizing the interior defensive linemen are so critical. They want to pay that stud that can get the big push up front. So if that's the case, then you better start paying the guys that are going to stop him. So that's why you're starting to see the guards and centers get a little more money. You know, that I'm assuming that market's going to probably, you know, stay where it is. I can't see it going back down after it kind of jumped this last year. So if Jenkins is good, I'm not going to say he's going to set the market, but he's going to be, you know, one of the top 10 paid guards in the NFL just because that's how the market usually plays out.
Well, the salary cap keeps going up too, like more dramatically than any one of us thought this past year. So, you know, they have all these new deals coming out. You know, Netflix trying to get in the mix now with the market. So who knows what kind of money's coming up in the future to raise that salary cap? That's only going to raise the price of the players, right? Every one of them. We're seeing the jump in receivers now. We're seeing the jump in guards. You know, we'll see it even more with those guys, and even more with the quarterbacks. Holy crap! Can you imagine what will happen if and when Caleb Williams blows this thing up?
Yeah,
forget about it.
Well, Shorty, if you want some numbers, some ballparks for Caleb Williams, a certain first overall pick named Trevor Lawrence today did sign an average value extension with the Jaguars for $55 million a year. So Caleb, assuming Caleb has multiple rings on his hand by the time it's time to talk about this, he might be the first $60 million man. Just saying.
Well, Lester doesn't know this, but we collectively, 5 of us, did a record projection. We came up with 12-5, but I personally came up with 13-4 and a Super Bowl win. And here's why, Lester. Our team, being so quarterback starved for so long, they would be the team to draft a rookie quarterback with this potential in this system, with the players that they have surrounding him, and win a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. They'd become the first one to do it ever, because that's how the Bears roll. So that's why I can totally see that happening. And that's why I'm ready to put $100 down in Vegas right now.
Oh, there you go.
Because, I mean, every time I've ever bet the Bears to win the Super Bowl, it's been like with odds that were crazy, and they made the playoffs both years. The first time I did it, they made the Super Bowl and lost to, as we know, the Colts. But the next year was 2018. So I think I'm going to put $100 down on the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year. I think
you're missing a few zeros, sir.
10,000.
Yeah, Atmos is saying 10,000. Do it, Shorty.
What's the return on that? I'm not a betting man. What are the odds?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them yet. I'm sure PSF has them, right, Lester?
I don't think they do that kind of betting. They do peer-to-peer.
Yeah. But their peer-to-peer is bets like that, like who's going to have the most points this game or the most yards this game or whatever. They might have a who's going to win the Super Bowl this year at some point when the season starts to roll around. Who knows?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can trust this because it's Google's AI, but I'm being told that the Chicago Bears odds on winning the Super Bowl as of June 6th is plus 4,000. I'll be very honest and tell you I'm not exactly sure how that return would calculate off of $10,000. But Shorty, I think if you hit that bet, you absolutely would be able to retire. And
so if you bet $100, you'd win $4,000. That's what that plus 4,000 means.
Oh.
So take that times 2's at decimal places. So he'd win $400,000.
Or would it be $4 million?
On a 10,000. Yeah, I thought
terrible at that. I don't know.
Same here.
I need to start a GoFundMe. We'll start a GoFundMe for Shorty's bet on the Bears Super Bowl win this year.
Yeah, I just I just pulled up the app I usually use, and the Bears are plus 3,000, so it's probably right around there, 3,000.
So that's even worse odds, right? Because a 1-to-1 odd would mean you get no money back.
Yeah, it's the way they are is like the Chiefs are the favorite now. They're plus 550. So like I say, if you bet 100,
550,
$550. So you bet $100, you'd win 550.
That's not even worth it, man.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even buy a ticket to see maybe you could buy a preseason ticket for the Chiefs at your $450 of profit. Jeez.
Oh man, the other thing that I wanted to add to what you said earlier, Lester, was about Keenan Allen and him having a great season this year. Do you think that the potential of his season is at all, I should say, in jeopardy of the rookie Rome Odunze? Like, meaning with him and DJ Moore both at the 1 and 2 position, and now you have this rookie with all this potential, he's going to be getting the single teams most of the game. So what do you think is his potential in this system, or I should say just on this team with these two receivers for having a season that could be far greater than any one of us think because of the targets he could be getting because of the other two receivers?
You talk about Keenan Allen?
Yeah. No, Rome Odunze because of Keenan Allen, and therefore making Keenan Allen's contract. Is Keenan Allen going to therefore become someone that we want to keep on the team to keep Rome available for those catches?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Keenan, I mean, he's been a true pro wherever he's been. I mean, like all the teams. It's obviously always in the Chargers, but you listen to those guys talk about him. His past quarterbacks talk about him. His coaches all talk about him. He's just a pro's pro. That's one of the reasons why the Bears were. I was so excited to see the Bears get him. He's just when you watch him play, like the Charger games are one of the games that I'll make sure I watch. If they're on, I'll make sure I spend some time to watch that because they're a fun team. Keenan Allen, man, he's just his route running. He gets open in such ridiculous ways because he's not an elite athlete. He's not huge. I mean, he's a big dude, but he doesn't have like that 6'6", 230 frame to just box guys out. He's just getting open because he just knows how to run routes. He's just really crafty. You heard Coach Flusette call him crafty. That's what he does. So I think that with a guy like Keenan Allen, with now DJ Moore and with Rome Odunze and with DeAndre Swift and with Cole Kmet, I mean, this is a pretty talented offense he's stepping into here. So, I mean, he may not get the same numbers he's used to with the Chargers, but his production is still going to be right there.
I agree. I mean, I think his production will be there because of Rome Odunze. It's going to be kind of a back and forth thing too, right? I mean, DJ Moore, we saw what he can do with the ball in his hands, and he's going to have his own. It truly is going to be a race to 1,000 yards, like he said. Yeah. Between him and it could be between him and Rome Odunze. But what a great situation for Rome Odunze to be stepping in on this team. Yeah. With these two other receivers. He doesn't have to. This isn't 2 years ago without DJ Moore, where we just drafted a wide receiver and he's the number one guy.
He has to be the savior, right?
Right. All he has to do is sit back and learn from these two pros, right? Yeah. And let the game come to him. And I think it's gonna really expand his rookie year far more than it would other rookie wide receivers, especially with considering, the quarterback that we got for him. I will say though, I like to pontificate, so I have to look at both sides of things, right, Lester? So I looked at some tape of Jaden Daniels throwing the ball for the Commanders. I looked at some tape of Drake May throwing the ball. Looked at some tape of JJ McCarthy throwing the ball. And there is one thing that I will say, I'm not sure if it concerns me because I'm not sure that what the Bears are releasing to the public are truly anything to take any kind of notes from, if you will. But he seems to just always be like lofting the ball. It looks like what they're doing is they're showing Caleb Williams just throwing warm-up drills, right?
Yeah,
so he's throwing the ball.
The Bears, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the Bears allow the beat reporters to do is take shots of their warm-ups.
Okay.
And then they control when it's like the in 7-on-7 clips. So like the nice pass to Roma Dunze that he
Gerald,
had
the one that Gerald Everett too. Yeah.
Gerald Everett. Those are the ones that the Bears social media team kind of puts out that, now they want to do that. At camp, I mean, obviously we'll be there. We can't film it, obviously, but then all the fans will see, what he's doing in these 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s and stuff like that. But right now, it's hard to kind of tell what he's got going on there. But like I said, I've talked to enough guys that are on the beat that have been there. We've had a few on our podcast channel, and they all say, yeah, he's had some ups and downs, but man, the ups are really, really phenomenal. And another thing is they all say Roma Dunze he looks really, really good.
Yeah, he has that receiver body, man.
Yes.
You watch him running routes and catching the ball. It's just like that's the perfect receiver mold.
Yeah.
He came from the receiver mold for sure. I'm just as excited about Roma Dunze as I am Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
And to the Bears' credit, I like how that they're showing those lob passes that are just they seem to always be underthrown. They're not giving anyone too much, including the fans, because our fan base is absolutely ridiculous. You know how we are, so if they give us too much, we're gonna get overly amped, overly excited. They need to rein us in just as much as they do the expectations for this young phenomenon that we have. The one thing that I do like is every time you see him talking, he has just so much charisma just in his interviews.
Yeah.
Every time he says Bears, he always smiles. He always has a smile on his face, just as he's saying, he's like, well, in the Bears, and he has a smile. And then when he left his last press conference, he's like, go Bears,
Oh, Caleb, he does it after every presser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time you saw someone this excited to be a Bear?
Yeah. I mean, he talked about it in the pre-draft process, how he's looking for a franchise in a city that just embraces and loves football as much as he does. He talks about cares. He wants that's what his big thing was. He always talks about wanting to be around people that care, because he cares so much, and that's what he's found here in Chicago. I mean, the decision was made pretty early. Once they had a chance to meet with him and do their due diligence and realize, I mean, we saw what was going on. They traded Fields pretty much, after that. There was some reports about the trade was on the market, way before the deal was actually made. He talked about how the Steelers was his top choice. So, they were trying to do right by Fields because they knew they had their guy in Caleb. That was what they wanted. And, it's exciting, man. Like I'm with you though, man. I'm just excited for the Dunze. This offense should be really exciting. Dunze's just a smart guy. Like you said, when he's at the podium too, he's everything he says. He exudes confidence. He has a good football IQ. The Bears have said that he's already learning multiple positions. A lot of times a rookie comes in and he's your X. That's all. Okay, just focus on X because that's all. But with the Dunze, they already said he's learning multiple positions. So he's probably going to back up, both guys. So if Allen goes down, now Dunze is probably going to come in and start as your Z. If DJ Moore goes down, he's going to come in and play the X. And they'll move him around the offense.
Interchangeable.
They'll look for those mismatches as much as possible. So it's going to be cool to see what Shane Waldron does with this whole unit.
It's been exciting to watch the evolution of a coach too, right? When you look at Eberflus when he first came to the Bears, and he's like this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, young man seemingly, and now he's got the beard and he's got like the cool clothes and his hair's slicked back, and he seems to remember in the beginning he was always like shuffling his papers. He'd be talking, he'd be like, well, and he'd start shuffling his papers and like moving around on the pens on the table and stuff, putting them in the right spot. Now the evolution of him as a coach is happening right before our very eyes. We're seeing him not do that anymore. He's not uncomfortable. He's seeing the big picture now. And, for him to come out and say, A, Caleb Williams is a starter. B, he's playing against our number one defense the entire time in practice. He's not going against the twos. He's going against the best. We have one of the best defenses in the league. What better way to challenge a young quarterback like this than to put him through the ropes during practice, because that is the way that you learn. You learn from your mistakes. And the one thing that we keep hearing from Caleb Williams, his own mouth, is that he's not going to make the same mistake twice. He's that cerebral that he is paying attention to all the little minute details that it takes to make a quarterback. That's why I have him 13-4 winning the Super Bowl, baby.
And that would be outstanding, as a rookie. I don't have them quite that high, but yeah, I think they're definitely a playoff team for sure. I think they got they're gonna. I mean, the league knows, man. I mean, the league knows. I mean, the NFL's putting Caleb on a lot of their social stuff front and center. They realize what they have here, and the NFL, they want Chicago to be good again. The NFL world, the NFL marketplace is a much better place when Chicago is good. We haven't had a lot of it in a long time, but when things are going good and Chicago's up there, that's great, man.
I've often wondered if that was really the case, Lester. I almost thought it was a conspiracy against the Bears, that anytime that they had a quarterback that, started to succeed, we can go back to even Rex Grossman, the first 7 games of that season in 26, they were talking about him being the MVP of the league.
Yeah.
And then they found a way to shit on him, and they took it to the house. Small hands. He fumbles the ball. He can't take the ball from center. Blah, blah, blah. Destroyed his confidence. Boom, he's gone. It made me really start to wonder, and we might have even talked about this on one of our PSF shows, that it feels like they know that if the Bears had this type of quarterback, that no matter where you are in the world, there's going to be a majority of Bears fans in every bar watching a football game.
Yeah.
That's just how we roll.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears are already one of the top draws in the league. I mean, the Bears, even when the Bears were at their worst, they're only winning 3 games with John Fox. They're still on prime time because they still want that Chicago market, because whether they suck or not, I mean, we're watching. We're watching Monday Night Football. We're watching Thursday Night Football. If they make it on a Sunday night, we're watching that too. We're watching them on Thanksgiving. They want as many prime time standalone games as possible. And I know the Bears, they only have 4 night games this year, or 3 night games, or whatever it is. But they got the London game, which they're the only team on during that time. They got Thanksgiving, only team on during that time. So, I mean, if Caleb Williams is good, forget about it. I mean, it's going to be something we have not seen in a very, very, very long time.
They know it.
Yeah.
They know, and they know we're coming, man. And the whole league is like a little bit on edge right now, because they know our fan base. They know that we've never had this before, and if we have this quarterback, if we have that quarterback, which I believe we do, I think we all believe we do. It's hard not to. Like you said, man, look out. Gosh, I when's the last time you were this excited about a Bears team?
Yeah, I mean, I was on with another show. We were talking about this, and it's like the year after they were in the playoffs with the double doink, the 100th anniversary, there was a pretty big hype around the team then. But, I mean, I think this is bigger, because even then, I mean, look, Caleb hasn't played it down yet in the NFL. We still got to see him go through it and see what he has out there. But, first overall draft pick, highest rated quarterback coming out since, Lawrence Luck. I mean, he's looked at it in that same light. He's been the true number 1 guy his whole time in college. There was some character concerns coming up. I mean, those quickly faded away when people started to get a chance to look at his personality, hear him talk. They're like, man, this guy is, he truly loves the game of football. I get a lot of Kobe Bryant vibes, when I hear him talk, when I kind of see what he has going on there. He just has that same alpha mentality, that the Mamba mentalities to kind of take it back to Kobe. He wants to be great. He's been striving for this goal since he was in middle school or grade school. 10 years old, right? I mean, he's been striving to be a pro quarterback, and he's seeing his dreams come true, and he's got lofty goals for himself. But that's what you need to do if you want to be the best. You got to set your goals to be the best. I'm
going to take it one step further. Michael Jordan, not Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
If he becomes that quarterback, if he becomes Mahomes or better in Chicago, or even close to Mahomes in the same category, at least, Michael Jordan will overtake Michael Jordan as the icon, the forever icon of the city. If he wins one Super Bowl, he'll overtake Michael Jordan, dude. You know he will.
It's possible. I mean, Chicago is a football town, first and foremost. It always has been. You know, the Jordan years were outstanding. You know, like you, I was there for all of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, he may have to win a couple to kind of cement that legacy at that level. But yeah, I mean, if he gets there, you know, he's gonna own Chicago. I mean, he'll you know, I mean, look at Jim McMahon. You know, he hasn't paid for a drink in Chicago since in 30, 40 years. So
he'll have a statue.
Yeah.
Steve Phillips saying, Flus has a swagger lately. I can't blame him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the Rick Grimes comment too.
Flus still looks like an undead Rick Grimes.
Yeah. I was listening to you, Shorty. You were saying he's kind of evolved as a coach, he's more sure of himself, less shuffling of the papers, whatnot. But the aura, that's what the hot word with the kids are nowadays. It's aura. He's just looking good too, man. Mm-hmm. So it's all trending in the right direction for the Bears.
He's got the look to go with he's got the swagger now to go with the look, and for good reason. I mean, where do you think, if any place, Lester? I know listen, we talked about this before the show. You're at 40 minutes now. I told you it's going to go longer than you. You're going to have way too much fun with us to want to leave after 40 minutes. What missing piece do we have?
If we talk about a player, I mean, it's edge.
What position?
Talk is edge.
Yeah.
You know, that's still, you know, because there's a lot of unknown opposite, you know, Montez Sweat, you know. And then plus that's assuming Jermon Dexter steps up and becomes a pretty good 3-tech, because as much as fans did not really like Justin Jones, he had a pretty good year last year. Mm-hmm. He got paid pretty good money. He got paid pretty good money by the Cardinals to go over there. And, you know, so the Bears are losing that presence in their middle. It's up to Dexter to step up. I think he can. I like what he saw in his tape towards the end of the season. He started getting more comfortable playing with the style the Bears asking him to. He's come in camp, you know, this year in much better shape. You know, he looks more explosive. You know, I talked to Matt Zahn of CBS 2 Chicago, and he was at camp. He said he's the guy that he stood out. When I asked him, like, who's the one guy? He said, man, Dexter's in for a big year. You know, he looks really explosive out there. Yeah, there's no pads on, obviously, but just him getting off the ball, you know, him shooting those gaps, you know, he just looks like he's playing with another level of confidence. So I think he'll be fine there. But yeah, there's no edge. I mean, I like DeMarcus Walker, you know, but I like him better as your number 3. So maybe they go back out and get Yannick Ngakoue. You know, he's no world beater, but he's still a professional pass rusher. He can get you some pressures here and there. He'll play better with another year in the system. He'll play better with Montez Sweat on the other side of him. You know, hopefully better overall talent around him. And then again, you're not expecting him to go out there and be your 10-tech guy. That's Montez Sweat. So now the pressure is not going to be on him. I think he'll be fine if he comes in as a $4 or $5 million a year. He's not making 10 like he did last year, but I think that's the guy. That's where all the rumors, all the beat guys, they think that's the move that's going to happen.
Well, he was basically making $1 million a sack, right? Because he averaged about 8 to 10 sacks a year.
Yeah,
got what 10 million last year.
Yeah.
Give him $4 million this year. You know, to your point though, he once they got Sweat, he had 4 sacks in 5 games. He had nothing before that.
Yeah.
So for me, that bears another look into him. You know, if he can stay healthy for the entire season with Montez Sweat, who knows what can happen based on what they were starting to build before he was injured.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing it was not good, but it was good that it was not a ligament tear. It was a broken ankle. Yeah. You know, bones heal better than ligament tears. You know, I talked to our Mason West. He says that, you know, he sees no reason from a physical standpoint why he's not going to be able to come back and be just as good as he was before. So that's the move.
What's up, Carl? What do you want to say?
Lester, I wanted to ask, since it sounds like you've got a couple connections behind the scenes here. Maybe at least a month ago or even 2-3 weeks ago at this point, I totally wrote off Dominique Robinson. I thought he was a surefire cut. I was surprised why he hadn't been cut already. But I don't know if I was listening to Jeff Joniak or whoever said this. it sounds like in addition to Dexter, Dominique Robinson is kind of the player who's been fully physically transformed. Have you heard anything behind the scenes as far as chatter with Dominique Robinson?
The only thing I heard, again, I'll go back to my interview with Matt Zahn last week
Right.
that you find on my podcast channel. He told me that during the OTAs, he was getting a lot of playing time. Now, one of there was because Montez Sweat wasn't there during the voluntary portion for most of the voluntary portion. There are some guys in and out of the lineup. He was there every day. So that's one of the reasons. But then even in the mandatory minicamp, when they had their full squad there, he was telling me that, Dominic Robinson is playing a lot more than he thought he was. So he's out there. He's getting his chance right now. It's, coming out, man, I had high hopes for him. He was a receiver in college early on. He's really new to the defensive end position. I think he was only 1 year in college. He played it before he kind of got drafted. Really good athlete, good length. He had to put on some bulk, but, we always say that, development is not linear. So who's to say he can't develop in year 3?
Yeah, it could end up ultimately being a Trevis Gibson story where he's the guy who takes the majority of the bulk in preseason, gets the most tape out there to ultimately just get cut and see what happens. It feels like that experiment up to this point has failed, but I never want a Chicago Bears player to be bad. So,
yeah,
And we always root for the ones that are drafted late, right? We want those guys to succeed. We've had a lot of good ones that have. So Hall of Famers. So we know. We're always rooting for that guy. We saw him come out against the Niners in his first game and have 2 sacks?
Yeah.
So
he's only had a half a sack since.
I was going to say that. I didn't want to cut anyone off. Yeah. After that, it's been just downhill, but
yeah, he didn't turn into that Mark Anderson that we thought he might be, right? Although Mark
Anderson, same thing, fall off a table, but his
1
high
year,
is insane.
12 sacks gone. But I'd take 12 sacks from, Booker this year or Anderson this year. His third year in this defense, Anderson could be the guy to look out for. This is going to be a fun.
Dominic Robinson, yeah.
Dominic Robinson. A lot of people don't like the preseason. I know a lot of friends of mine, they don't care. They don't watch it. But for me, those are the games because you get to see who's giving it their all, who's going to make the team. You fall in love with your guys in those moments. We've had plenty of them over the years. One of mine to look out for this year is was it John Jackson? Caleb Williams, like a BFF. Played wide receiver with him.
On
the other
right
guys,
there, John Jackson the third.
Ian Wheeler too, UDFA running back, little spark plug.
Yeah,
I was clamoring for that in the draft. We need one more speedy guy to take over. What's his name? Number 18 from the take over the punt return duties. We need a punt returner / kick returner.
Well, they just signed one today.
Yeah,
correct.
DeAndre Carter.
Carter. Yeah.
4.44 speed. P Jizzle. What's up, P Jizzle?
What's happening, fellas? I just popped in to say, hey, I'm not sticking around because as you can see,
no power still
around me.
So you turned your lights off.
Be safe out there.
Yeah.
You turned your lights off and just decided to hop in to show, hey, my power is still out, folks. I'm just using my phone.
I even got my candles lit, man. Stop playing. I got my candles lit.
That's not going to bring Fields back, PJ.
All right, go ahead, turn on the lights.
There you go. The patented PJ laugh.
Me and Foster hanging out together. That's what it really is. See, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, Pete Jizzle, since you only have a couple of minutes, anything you want to talk to Lester about? Any questions you have? We've been talking about re-signing Teven Jenkins, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. In what order? If you do, how much do you pay Jenkins if you bring him back?
Well,
do you bring in another?
I think it's already been established that with Jenkins, it's going to be more of a wait and see approach. They're going to probably be like, you got to play your 17 games, then we can talk. Until then, we're not talking. and which is actually better for Jenkins because right now he'll get lowballed if he try to negotiate. They'll lowball him. As far as DJ, I think with DJ, they probably be like, let's see what you do with this new quarterback. We know what you did with Fields, but how is your chemistry with this new guy? So I think it's more of a wait and see approach too. The only one I could really see them probably doing something with, I guess, is Herbert if they really like him. But seeing as though they brought in Swift, I don't even know if they would do anything with him. What do you think, Lester? Is that where you at?
I mean, I'm a fan of Khalil Herbert. I just don't think he's going to be here much longer after this year because of the Swift deal. Swift got a multi-year deal. You know, he does more things than Herbert. Herbert still, even though he works on his receiving, he worked on his pass blocking. That's still not his forte. I mean, his pass blocking, I still would not trust him out there to pick up a blitz. And again, like we talked about, I mean, progression is linear. Maybe this is the year it all clicks for him. But, you know, I have my doubts. I think hers might be Herbert's last year. Plus, you got Roshan Johnson under contract on a rookie deal still. You know, so I think that they may let's see what happens. But I think Swift's going to be your number one tailback all year. So I think Herbert is going to want to go find a place for more opportunity.
Yeah, and let's be honest. I mean, they're going to get a running back in next year's draft, right? They're not going to pay a running
Depends
back.
on if Rojo explodes, though, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
Rojo stepped in as your starting, essentially third down back. He was the best pass blocker. So if he can continue to put it all together and become that do-it-all running back, he could be the one who sticks around and lets, Khalil Herbert walk out of the door.
I can see that too. Yeah, so I don't think I really don't see anyone who's a real priority for them that they gotta get done because they I think they're happy where they add and taking a more of a wait and see approach.
We were talking about Teven Jenkins in a contract year. Most players have their best season in a contract year, PJ. So
True.
Do you let it play out to where let's say he plays every game at right guard next to Darnell Wright. I mean, come on, he is a Hall of Famer. If they went that route because they were forced to for whatever reason, because it doesn't sound like they want to do that, and then he has that full complete season where they're just like lining up together, like, hey, we're running a power right, stop it, and they can't. Is he going to make more money after that than if they just signed him now? Because if it is that one big contract year, wouldn't it be better to sign him to a smaller deal now than it would be? Don't lowball him, but don't give him 20, give him 15 or 16, and then when he has
that's too high. I think what you're looking at, in my opinion, I think you're looking at Teven's camp reached out to the front office. The front office did not reach out to Teven. So that tells me that Poles is like, I'm going to take the wait and see approach. So with that being said, I'm sorry?
PJ, cut you off. My bad.
Oh. So
I'll be your spaghetti thing.
Bad timing on my end.
So I'm thinking that with that being said, I don't see Poles doing anything, especially seeing as though he got Bates, and I think they're pretty high on that Pryor guy. I think Matt Pryor, is that his name?
Yeah, Matt Pryor. So
I don't think they're going to do anything until end of the season. I really believe that because I'm with you in the regards of it seems like it'll be cheaper to get Teven signed now, but Teven hasn't played a full season, and therefore they're not going to pay him like like he think he may deserve. So he has even said that he knows pretty much that he has to play a full season. And even then, Poles will bring up, well, you only played a full season once. So am I going to pay you top dollar because you only played a full season once? No, I'm not. So I think we'll find our situation like we did with Roquan Smith. Poles wanted to keep him, but he wanted to keep him at a certain price. Once Roquan decided he wanted more, he said, okay, well, we're going to get you out of here. And that's what we're going to probably end up seeing with Teven. Teven may want.
You're probably right.
Huh?
Yeah. You're probably right. Yes.
So that's what I think. I really think that's where we're going to be at with Teven. I mean, I like Teven, but they like Teven at left tackle, not our right tackle. I mean, right guard. I'm sorry, right guard, not our right guard, but more of our left guard. So that fantasy we have of wanting him besides Darnell Wright, I don't think that's going to happen either.
Pulls a double down every season too. You know, he went defensive back 2 times the first year, defensive line the second year. This year he went wide receiver twice. Next year he's probably going to go offensive line, right?
Depends. I mean, depends on what the guys that he signed this year does, being Pryor, Bates, as well as the center, Coleman. Coleman. Depends on what they do. I mean, I'm really with Poles. I'm the thing I'm seeing. He's taking that wait and see approach unless you have sustained success. Other than that, he's not going to just sign you.
Damn it, PJ, you're ruining my hopes and dreams.
Well,
Guys, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. Definitely, it sounds like the 2 guys up top. We're thinking there's going to be a lot of success for the Bears this year. Should the Bears be scared at all of having too much success and having to essentially let some players walk because they outprice themselves?
I mean, that's a good problem to have, right? I mean, if
it would be a good problem to have.
I mean, the Bears next year, I haven't checked the full numbers. I think there's, as of right now, you know, they're still set to have like the 6th most cap space in the league
going into next year.
Yeah, I mean, their cap situation is a really good place right now. Having Caleb on his rookie deal is going to obviously help.
Thank you.
Roman Dunze again. If he evolves like everyone expects. I mean, he came out. Everyone said he's a true number 1. If he becomes the Bears number 1, now the Bears got him on a relatively cheap for at least 5 seasons. So, you know, they should have some nice options here as far as what they do. You got to start paying these guys somewhere. And then Teven Jenkins, maybe the guy that walks. I hope not. I hope he can put it together, but we'll see. And there you go. The comp picks formula comes into play.
Who are you guys trying to sign or re-sign?
Well, the 3 options we're talking about today would be Teven Jenkins, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen. Now, if Keenan Allen walks after this year, I don't think he factors into the comp pick formula.
Unless you replace him with someone of the same value, right? That has the same.
No, I think it goes by their how many seasons they've accrued.
Yeah.
And I think Keenan Allen is
with that team, right?
Yeah. So I think I think the veterans at that age, you don't get comp picks for those guys, I don't think.
Yeah. So do you guys foresee, given that Keenan Allen has said, well, when they asked him a question about the contract that who was it, Jefferson got, and then, you know, he had that smile on his face about he's wanting to get some type of money too. I don't foresee him being a Bear next year. Not with
Keenan Allen?
Yeah, Keenan Allen. I don't foresee it. I foresee him going after the money, especially seeing as though his family is still out there in California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's the X factor, his family. You know, there was no intention of this guy moving here to Chicago with him. So if he can get closer to the West Coast while being on a team good enough to possibly chase his ring, because like I said, he's 31, 32 years old. You know, this is probably his last pretty decent payday.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also has to realize it's probably his also last chance to find a team that's going to have a chance to compete and win a title. So, I mean, if the Bears are a playoff team, if Caleb Williams is like, man, this kid's got it, he may say, yeah, this is my best chance to get a ring staying in Chicago. Right. Plus I can get paid because, you know, there's money to go around.
But would he get paid?
Yeah, I mean, it's again, you got to look at the total, like, who all has money due. You know, the Bears, their core is pretty locked up. It's a pretty young core. So I think you can get Keenan Allen at, you know, maybe a 3-year deal, you know, 3-year extension. And then because
2 guaranteed.
Because with the Dunze, like I said, he's not due for 5 years. You can get him an extension if you want, but you got the 4-year rookie deal plus the 5th-year option. So he's locked up. DJ Moore, he's coming up due in a couple of years for money, and he'll probably get a big money. But there's money. I mean, we've seen the Bengals do it. The Bengals are paying a couple receivers. They have to let the third guy possibly walk. But there's money for 2. There may not be money for 3, but luckily Odunze is on that rookie deal still.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'll say regarding that is just that I would not let Keenan Allen, maybe this year's fine, I would not let Keenan Allen take any snaps away from Rome Odunze next year and there on out.
Yeah, I think the thing that you have to consider also is the fact that DJ is up at the end of next year. So he only basically has 2 years here. So Keenan's going to be here this year. And if Odunze is producing like he's planning on doing by breaking rookie records, I don't see the need of bringing back Keenan. Yeah. Why would you bring back Keenan if you got Odunze who's producing like that and you still got DJ? So
yeah,
I really believe he's only going to be a one-hit wonder here.
Yeah, at that point, Keenan Allen will have served his purpose, right, in helping develop the youngster.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Keenan could go back to the Rams, the same city, be by his family, maybe get a 2-year deal with the Rams or something, and end his career there. Who knows?
Right. And then plus, if the Bears win a title, like Shorty's prediction is, he'll have his ring already.
Yeah.
So now
right off into the sunset, get his money.
Chase the money.
Yeah, he retires. Yeah.
Shorty's got it all figured out.
Hey guys in the chat, what's happening? I'm sorry I can't scroll through and look at everybody. I'm improvising here with my iPad. So, what's up, chat?
Lester,
the people,
you are at 1 hour, my friend. I told you.
Halfway to go.
You want to head out of here, buddy?
Yeah, I probably should get bounced. I got a couple stuff I got to get ready for the site in the morning.
Okay.
So
we'll
do it's fun, man. Like I said, I'm always around, man. If you ever need a guest to jump in, you got my number.
Hey, man, we love having you. I mean, you see how much fun we have here on the show. Like, you're getting warmed up to us. You're getting warmed up to me with the PSF app thing. So we appreciate you so much for taking your time out to hang out with us tonight. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you, my friend?
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitter at Wiltfong JR. Everything I write goes on WindyCityGridiron.com. Podcast and video stuff you can find at Second City Gridiron.
Awesome. Thank you, my man.
And, of course, the PSF app with Shorty once the season gets kicked off again.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out our games for that, but that's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys download the PSF app today. Nice. Hang out with us. Lester, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a pleasure to have you on with us. You are so much fun. We are RL.
88.
93. Nice. We appreciate
it. Appreciate it. Yeah, anytime, fellas.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Take it easy, Lester.
Right.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next Thursday. Just kidding. He's like, no, not anytime. Just once in a while.
Yeah, maybe next Thursday.
No, next week we have Kenneth Davis coming on with us. So we don't have
he's awesome. He's awesome. Yeah. That's gonna be a fun show. I'll check that one out.
Oh, we're gonna
see you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peace, buddy.
We had 150 in the chat.
150 in the chat. What happened? Who? Carl, are you paying people? What's going on over here?
I don't know. It's just a little ironic that we have a lot. This is probably the most viewers at once we've had since I've joined the crew. And PJ wasn't here.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I see. No, it's because Foster isn't here. We hit.
You know what? That's right. PJ, I apologize. That's right.
Foster, you're fired.
You gotta have my partner in crime now.
I actually got a text from Foster that said I had an emergency. No shit. What's burning down now, Foster?
T-Mine Dice, what's happening? Guys in the chat again. I want to holler at you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, we're in the middle of a power outage here, so you
got bad weather there?
Yeah, we had a bad storm come through, but the crazy thing in my neighborhood, some houses are out, some are not. Then like on my side of the street, all of us are out. So
why don't you head over to your neighbor's house with your computer and ask them if you can use your internet? Plop down on their couch. Hey guys, can I do my podcast from your couch?
Cody, if you pay them half, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to take care of that. So
That's a good idea, man. But I really don't speak to my neighbors across the street. I just speak to my neighbors like right next to me. I don't speak to the ones across the street.
that's how it always was with me and my parents as well.
You gotta be.
Don't know what it is about across the street.
You gotta be good with the ones across the street in case you have a stroke pulling out of your driveway and go right into their garage.
I do agree. It's just for some reason I just never been able to connect with them. Because I guess the people across the street from me have like townhouses, so they get somebody else to like cut their grass and plow their snow. Whereas with me on my side, we do it ourselves. So that's when I see my neighbors, the ones beside me, when we out there doing our yards. So the ones across the street, they're never out there doing their yards.
Little do you know that was a bad joke on my part. That actually happened to my neighbor, an old man. I used to always see him out in his yard on his knees, picking all the weeds by hand. And the poor gentleman got into his car one day, pulled out of his driveway, had a heart attack, went right across the street into the neighbor's garage, right through his garage door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was a sad story. He was such a nice guy too. Guys, we have a lot of new guys in chat we want to get to. Tony Moy, thanks for joining us. Brian Gilmore, thanks for hanging out with us again. Demond Ice, hopping in with us. Thank you guys so much. Atmos, we didn't see you earlier, so we appreciate you hanging out with us. Jeremy Munoz hanging out with us again tonight. B Shep 23.
Victoria. Dove Van Dorn.
Did we say hello to Jeremy Munoz?
Yes, I just did. Yes, Jason over there with the red snapper in his hand.
Jay Grizz.
Jason's saying, "Come on down to his house, Foster. He has power."
You called me Foster
Foster,
again. We're fighting.
Or PJ, sorry.
I just did it. Oh my goodness gracious!
Jeez, man, dude, is Foster my twin, and I didn't know.
I'm pulling it.
Well, you know what it was, PJ. You said you're hanging out with Foster, and you think that just because the lights are off, we can't see him, but he's behind you. I see him.
Hopefully,
I don't know if you're looking at your reflection. Yeah. Saw his beard shadow. There's no mistaking who that was. I wanted to finish giving my special shout out to Mr. Jeremy Munoz.
Fuck Green Bay.
Nice. Do that again.
Do what again?
That sound bite.
Fuck Green Bay.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck Green Bay. That's
Booker
saying that?
I see B.
Austin
Who
Booker.
is B Shep? In the chat, B Shep 23. Is that somebody new?
We've
I
seen
don't
him here
recognize
before.
that name.
It's been a little while, but thanks for joining us, B Shep. I've seen him around. I'm not sure if you've seen him here, but we appreciate you. Charles Johnson's hanging out with us.
Charles Johnson, what's happening? Mr. Mayhem, of course.
Mr. Mayhem. Yes. Forgot to say.
Yeah.
I apologize, Mr. Mayhem. Fuck Green Bay. You are correct, my friend.
Chat, please keep them coming nonstop. If FGB enters the chat, it will go on the screen. I can promise you that.
How many FGBs can we get? Mr. Mayhem.
Not enough. The answer is not enough.
Demand Ice. FGB. Cliff Victoria. FGB. What's up, Steve Phillips? Antmus. FGB. Jeremy Munoz. FGB.
What should this stand for?
Let's get just an entire strip of FGBs going down this chat. Doug Van Dorn.
Did you ask chat to strip?
Strip.
Pause.
No.
Right.
Pause.
Oliver Chapman. Thanks for joining us tonight. FGB.
Yes, Oliver Chapman. Thanks for joining us.
J2K. FGB.
Oh, yeah. The Rolodex is finally here.
Charles Johnson. FGB. Doug Van Dorn. FGB. Tony Moyle, we'll get to your question in a second. Atmos. FGB. Man, fuck Green Bay, guys. This is it. This is the moment that Ryan Poles talked about. Taking the North and never giving it back. And
fuck Green Bay.
It starts with a team built for the quarterback, unlike before in years past.
Do you really think we're there, though?
Dude, 13-4 Super Bowl win, first team with the rookie quarterback in history. That's me right there.
And he's got money on it.
What about you, Thon?
I'm going to put money on it. Bruja, FGB.
What about you, Thon?
Are we there yet? Sounds like we're in the car together right now. I obviously predicted a winning season. I'm a lot more optimistic than Mr. PJ, of course. I don't know. Just like how our conversation went with Lester regarding the players who need to sign, let's wait and see. I don't want to crown Caleb Williams as confident as I am that he's a full-fledged, 100% clear-cut upgrade to Fields. The Bears were a losing football team last year with Fields. Let's see how far this team can gel together and what happens. Thankfully, I'll put it up one more time. The Bears do not play a divisional opponent until Week 11 against Green Bay. So if there's some slip-ups against the Colts, against the Commanders, the Cardinals, the Patriots, whatever you want to call it, we're going to get those kinks ironed out and hopefully hit the road running when it comes to the divisional opponents. So I don't know if they're ready. I'm not willing to bet money yet, but I think they're a lot closer than last year, and that's for damn sure.
PJ, can you hang out and talk to Carl while I take a leak really quick?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
All right, PJ. Then there was two of us.
Reason why I'm saying that, I'm questioning the whole never give it back. I think we still have holes on this team that needs to be filled. So therefore, I don't see his winning the division this year. I mean, I think we're getting better this year because he's added some talent, but we still got some holes yet, and therefore I'm not on that fence of we're ready to take over. I think we're maybe a year or two away.
Now, what's scary, and I guess I would call it annoying, I don't think a lot of people would call you crazy if you were to say that you thought that the Lions or the Packers could win the Super Bowl this year. So I do agree with you, and that's kind of what my argument was with not having a divisional opponent to the last half. You've got such stiff competition in the division. It's not like this is the NFC South where you could go from worst to first if you're the Panthers and got the actual good quarterback, not CJ Stroud, not Bryce Young. But I don't know, man. I still just think that this team, it's like these two roads of good moves as a GM and luck met, and this is where we're at. The Bears would have never gotten Caleb Williams if it wasn't for that first overall pick trade, which the Bears could have easily just said, I'll take Bryce Young. So there was a little bit of luck involved with that. And then you also have the way the draft board fell this year, with Rome Odunze falling to at 9, the way your free agency and trades panned out. You've added so much talent in ways that the Bears haven't done all at once in a really long time.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, he's added some pieces. It's just that to me, I'm still questioning that other defensive end spot, because if you look at DeMarcus Walker, I think he had 3.5 sacks last year. That's not very impressive. Other than that, the defense is pretty stout. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm liking the defense other than that other defensive end spot. The offense is really important, and it's so imperative for me that they get them some reps in preseason. Get that continuity going, and then we can hit the ground running the first game. If we
for the offensive line, are you saying?
Offensive line and offense together. I think what hurt us last year, because we didn't play that much in the preseason, the first 4 games, the reason why we went 0-4 is because they didn't have much playing time together. Get them all lathered up and ready to go by game 1.
Just the way you like it?
Oh, I was waiting for that one. I saw this smile. Okay, no, not that. But yeah, just have them ready to go game 1 to where we can have some good momentum going before we start hitting those division games in week 11.
What?
I'm scurrying, trying to find a post that it was through CHGO essentially, and it was specifically how many snaps the Bears intend to give Caleb Williams in the preseason. I'm struggling to find it right now. I'll find it. But it was about 100 or less than 100. Here it is.
I've seen somewhere where they
TLDR.
said,
I'm
like,
sorry, between 45 and
45?
65 snaps for Caleb Williams this year in preseason.
That's what I seen somewhere where they said that's what Stroud got last year.
Sure.
They was basing it upon that. It was a
and he had to have gone in
podcast.
essentially the day he was drafted. Just absolutely, you're the starting quarterback, just like how Williams is. So it's a good comp.
Yeah, but if you think about it, 65, well, let's say 60 over 3 games, that's 20 snaps per game, which is a little over a quarter. I'm thinking because you get normally about 65 per game. So over 3 games, that'd be a little over a quarter. And I don't know if that's enough. I mean, for me, I'm of the belief, because of our offensive line issues in the past, I want to make sure, they got some continuity going. Caleb's comfortable. The wide receiver's comfortable. So I'm looking at Hall of Fame game. I would play him a series. I mean, most people may not, but for me, I'm playing the starters a series in the Hall of Fame game. That second game, I'm playing them into the second quarter. Third game, I'm playing them into the second quarter. Then that fourth game, we can probably rest them then a little bit then, but I'm trying to get them some reps. I really would want them to get some reps.
I believe there's a specific game. I can't remember if it's going to be the Bills or the Bengals, but one of those 2 games is going to be like the days of old where you take your starters into the second half. So I don't know. If they feel he's ready, and only the coaching staff would know that he's ready, 45 could be the high end. I don't think that we need the preseason snaps to see if he's ready or not. I think that the coach would be able to tell from the off the field, out of game situations as far as training camp and all of that good stuff.
That's what we made a mistake last. Go ahead.
Tony Moy asked us earlier if we talked about DeAndre Carter yet, and we kind of touched on him. But the Bears signed punt returner receiver DeAndre Carter from the Raiders. He's a bit of a journeyman, but he's got 4.44 40-yard dash speed. And I'm watching highlights of him. I would play the highlights for you, Tony, but the NFL frowns on that stuff. So I'm going to keep it to myself. But you guys can check out DeAndre Carter's highlights, and you can see he's been on multiple teams, but he does have that burst acceleration. He has that little bit of oomph that you need to the kick return game. I mean, we talked about this during the draft while we were doing it live, that I wanted them to trade back up against all of PJ's wishes for the team, even them trading back up to get Booker. But I wanted them to trade back up and go after what's his name, Caleb Williams, receiver from college, Washington, 4'3", little spark plug guy.
Oh, Taj Washington.
Taj Washington, yeah, because I was looking for that final position of I can't think of his damn name right now. Number 18, Dante Pettis. I was trying to look for an upgrade to Dante Pettis, and I was reminded by everyone on the panel that he ran a 4.3 40 coming out of college. Didn't realize he was that quick, but he's just not that. Yeah, what? Dante Pettis, right? Yeah. He's just not that kind of punt returner, kick returner, like quickness that you're looking for. And I'm hoping that Ian Wheeler, the UDFA that they picked up, can be that guy. That he's the guy that I'm going to be looking for in the preseason to make that team, because I love watching preseason games. I mean, these are the games you're looking for, those guys that are going to make your team. Those are the, like I said before earlier in the show, those are the guys you fall in love with because they become your guy, right? And Ian Wheeler he's one of those guys I'm going to be really looking for to become my guy, because we need that extra presence, even if it was just a Cohen, again, just returning punts and kickoffs. that'd be fine with me. If he didn't play running back at all, that'd be fine. Just put him at kickoff returner, punt returner. He was that kind of talent that we had at that time. We need that again on this team. We need someone to be the next Devin Hester, someone that's going to just, I mean, we have the punter. We have most of the positions lined up. The punter is, I mean, Jesus. How many times did I say during the draft, like, just out of nowhere, like 20 minutes after we drafted him, I'm just like, oh, fucking punter? Really? But then you go and watch the kid, you're like, holy shit. Do you guys see that punt that he did in one of the only few pieces of footage that the Bears put out there for the OTAs? I mean, dude, that punt would have hit the ceiling of most domes. His hang time is incredible. He's got leg angles like Caleb Williams has arm angles. He could sometimes you see his leg like swoop all the way to the right. Sometimes it goes all the way up. He's got all these different leg angles. He knows how to punt, man. This kid is the real deal. He's going to be the difference in at least 3 games this year, 3 to 4 games, in my opinion.
I thought I'd never hear a man talk about another man's leg angles. That's different.
Well, I'm not talking about the
Don't
third.
forget the unconfirmed 6+ second hang time. Like this is serious business.
This is one of the 2 legs, not the third leg. AJ.
I'm just wondering.
Most of us have a third leg, but not all of us. I know. You're not. You don't know. For you, it's natural. But
I was trying to find Foster to see if Foster got offended by that.
What do you say there, Foster?
Like a zipper.
Tripod?
Okay, Tony Moy.
Sure, iPod.
You got to pull up that Tony Moy comment there. Do you love Tory Taylor more than Bajent Shorty?
Please tell us.
He's pondering.
Yes.
He's pontificating.
Yes.
I do. Once we got once we got Caleb Williams, Bajent he kind of fell beside the wayside for me, Tony.
He's cheating on Bajent.
Two dominoes have fallen on the Bears Country podcast.
Bajent is he's a great second string quarterback, Tony.
There you go. So Shorty's fallen victim. Everyone's fallen victim to Caleb Williams mania. Go Bears.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
No, not everyone. There's at least one of us on this panel that is not yet.
He's falling.
What about
the domino is still tipping, but it is tipping. I can confirm.
What about? I tell you what about Austin Reed, Tony Moy. Austin Reed can go Austin his reads. Okay. He's not even going to make this team, dude.
He might.
Do you guys think they're going to go with 2 quarterbacks this year?
Why would you?
Is Bajent really going to be a second-year veteran that's going to hold the playbook for Caleb Williams?
I believe.
I think they're going to go 3 quarterbacks, man.
Well, given the rules,
I need to educate myself on those rules, but it's essentially that third quarterback is not a negative roster spot.
Right. So
that's
who
what
is
it boils
that?
down to? It's not like the anchor as it was in the past years, in my opinion.
Is that Brett Rippon then?
Yes.
Brett Rippon has the most experience, right?
It depends on what Reed does, because you can keep him on the practice squad, just pull him up every week. So that sounds like Reed all over that sounds like Reed for me.
Come on. Just think about it from a very high level. You have a young quarterback who you drafted first overall that you want to be successful in the NFL. Do you want to surround him with another rookie and a second-year UDFA? I think that you need just some sort of clipboard brain guy as your third quarterback. And again, the third quarterback position is not a boat anchor like it used to be with the new rules.
Yeah, but the thing is, with that third quarterback, he's not had a lot of experience himself. I think he's only played 1 year under that system that what's his name is bringing in. What's his name? Offense coordinator.
Shane Waldron.
Waldron, yes. Waldron's he's only played 1 year under that. So if Reed shows better in preseason than what Rippon is doing, I could see a scenario where Reed is the guy. I'm just saying that I just don't think it's a lock that Rippon is that third guy. Whoever it is, they won't be on the 53, man. I think they're going to be in the practice squad, and therefore, if Reed is showing better, it can be him.
Yeah, because worst case, they can pull him out during the game. They can activate him for the game and then put him back, right?
Oh yeah, that's what the rule says this year. You can actually bring him up every game, but you can't play him unless one of the first two go down.
So yeah, PJ, your point was only 1 year under essentially the Waldron scheme, aka McVay with the Rams, but he's got 4 years of NFL quarterbacking experience. I don't know if he's been a starter. It looks like he's only played 4 games, most in 1 year there. I don't know. I think that this is your classic and damn I say perfect third string quarterback.
I think I agree with you on that. Yep.
Classic clipboard guy.
I think I agree with you. Tony Moy has some great questions tonight. He's asking, with Mercedes Lewis resigned, will Blasingame be gone?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't know if the Shane Waldron offense utilizes a fullback, and more so, I think that they prioritize a 3 tight end offense when needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I remember with the Seattle offenses was essentially that straight line up front, that Great Wall of China in front of the defensive line, and then you just have your running back with empty space in front of him to gain speed and hit the hole.
How many tight ends do they keep?
3.
3, possibly 4.
Carlson makes it to the practice squad?
Yes, I
don't know. They might let those younger guys who are not rookies go and maybe keep a Brendan Bates on the practice squad. I think that's what's going to be determined in the preseason. They're fighting for their NFL lives.
Yeah, I could see a scenario where we're keeping 4 running backs and 4 tight ends.
I really like this comment from Cliff. He mentions that both can play special teams. I don't know too much about Wheeler, but definitely Travis Homer is a special teams ace. Mm-hmm. That was what essentially a reason why he was on the team last year.
Mm-hmm. Can he return punts?
Doesn't matter. You still need dedicated, essentially special teams guys. You can't have your starting players going out there and getting hurt. But I don't think he's a punt or kick returner, Mr. Travis Homer. I think he could actually fill in good as like the not change of pace, but the second running back if someone wants to get hurt again. But I don't know. I think that DeAndre Carter is going to be that guy now as far as your punt returner, kick returner. It might bump out Velus Jones. I think the writing on the wall for Dante Pettis. So
I'm curious to know what you guys on the panel here and everyone in chat thinks. Who here in orange? All right, go back to that. Who here in orange do you think has the most likely chance to make the 53-man roster?
Are we sticking to the offense? Because we've of course got the defense too.
Well, let's go offense right now.
Sure.
For me, I'm going to say the most likely to make it, out of my opinion, would be John Jackson.
Interesting. Is there a reason behind that, or
the connection with Williams, their friendship, just keeping him comfortable with that addition to the team? I think the Bears are doing everything that they. Huh?
That's about reason would be I like the way his name sounds. Just joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, PJ, while you maybe think of your answer here, I just want to point out that what we're looking at, and Chad, of course, as well, this is not a depth chart. So what I've done essentially was, for this iteration, group the wide receivers by who's essentially more likely than not. So your wide receiver 1 is the greater chance of players who are going to be on the roster. And your wide receiver 2, those are the guys who are really fighting for their NFL lives there. Aside, in my opinion, from DeAndre Carter. I think that player is going to make it, and in return, I don't see how a John Jackson would make it to the starting roster. definitely a potential practice squad guy, so he can still hang out with Caleb Williams. But out of these orange names up top here, I'd say that Theo Benedict's probably the one who has the best chance, not because he's maybe the best player, but we've always talked about on the at least last few weeks on this podcast about how especially the interior offensive line for the Bears could be a question mark, especially if there's a Teven Jenkins injury, a Nate Davis disappearance, God forbid. Theo Benedict probably has short arms, but could still transition to guard pretty easily. So if I had to answer, I'd say Theo Benedict.
Okay.
Well, Cliff Victoria is saying that the Bears have already gave Wheeler a 3-year contract.
So shout out Adam Mason. Adam Mason blessed me with some knowledge. All UDFA contracts are 3 years. And the total value of that 3-year contract, I think, is less than $1 million. Don't quote me on that, but it's a standard thing for that UDFA contract to be 3 years. Hence why Tyson Bagent is still on the roster, I believe, under that contract.
Okay. I see.
Did you get the list, Brian? He said he couldn't see the full list, so I put it up there. I posted it up there for you, Brian. I just think the full list of the orange players who could make the 53. I think John Jackson, just for all the reasons I said, just being close with Caleb, having that connection with him. They seem to have it already in practice a little bit. So, I mean, I think that's, to me, either him or Ian Wheeler, I think has the. Austin Reed's a camp body. Brendan Bates, I don't know much about him, to be honest.
He could be considered the 6th tight end, and in the NFL, you never want to be considered the 6th tight end.
Yeah. Theo Benedette could move out Aviate Collins. Although, when I saw him in the games last year, I didn't think Collins played that bad. I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously this is early. Preseason is going to dictate all of this, but it's fun to speculate right now because what else are we going to do? We're trying to talk Bears with the guys right now. We're trying to come up with some shit, right?
Well, yeah.
What's up, AC Adam?
You could talk about some fish and spaghetti, though.
Oh,
About what?
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
Man, I slid that one in there on you guys, didn't I?
I love how quick you are, man. You're on that.
Fuck Green Bay.
This is my producer. Where's my fucking director of media relations, by the way? Oh, that's right. He has an emergency.
I'm just kidding. He actually said Mr. Foster has an emergency.
Yeah, I'll pull it up for you. It's right here.
Well, we don't need to reveal any personal information. We don't need any HIPAA violations for the
Got an emergency.
Woody Foundation.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was so detailed there, Shorty. You got to watch out for HIPAA on that one. Got an emergency.
So PJ, I don't know if you wanted to give an answers as far as an orange UDFA that you think has the best chance to make it on the offense. If you'd like to review the defense, it's available for you here as well. Whatever you want.
I will say for the defense, I didn't see anybody on the offense that I thinking might be the guy, but on defense, I'm thinking Keith Randolph Jr.
Keith
Randolph. Defensive tackle out of Illinois.
Yeah, please excuse my poor formatting on this, simply because there wasn't enough cells to make it look pretty. But Keith Randolph and Deshaun Mallory, I want to go out on a limb and say that either of them could fill in as a nose tackle or a 3-tech if needed. And that was one thing that I talked about with Adam about, was that Keith Randolph was essentially known for his versatility / willingness to do what it takes to play on the football field. So I like the answer of Keith Randolph Jr. a lot, and I like his makeup a lot.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate you doing this graph too, man. Thank you. But according here, what I'm seeing, I'm thinking, Keith Randolph, he'll be the guy.
Why is he listed as a Mike though?
No, he's not. I apologize. So what you're looking at is by layers. So the first layer is the defensive line, and Deshaun Mallory and Keith Randolph are essentially tweeners. They could be either. Then the second level, Will, Mike, Sam, any names above that are linebackers aside from the next layer, which is your secondary. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Keith Randolph Jr. was one of the guys I was most excited about with the UDFA signings. Jamry Chroma, I didn't know much about, but I've since found out. Those are my
elite athlete.
Yeah, those are my two sleepers to make the team. If we're talking 53, I don't think they can both make it unless they don't sign another defensive lineman. What's up, King Buka? If I
a little too excited there.
If I had to pick between the two of them, I would say that probably Keith Randolph makes it over. I don't know. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough, man.
What are you debating right now? Keith Randolph and Jamry Chroma or Deshaun Mallory?
Well, Jamry Chroma is more of he could be more of a speed rusher for us, right? He's more of like he reminds me more of like a Dwight Freeney.
So I don't want to compare him to that player. I don't know the physical makeup,
just body size and explosiveness wise,
right? But again, to go back to the Adam Mason Jamry Chroma is also essentially a tweener. I believe that his RAS score was very, very close to 10, but that was for a defensive end. If you put him in as a defensive tackle, the RAS drops, but it's not to say that he's a bad player there. He has the potential. I think it's going to end up being a dogfight, and you might see a lot of sets on defense in the third and fourth quarter of these preseason games where you have Jamry Chroma, Deshaun Mallory, Keith Randolph, and then whoever else on that defensive line, and they're essentially going to say, all right, who's the top dog out of these guys? And maybe that player makes the 53 and the rest go to the practice squad or just get cut.
Hey, Illinois Jones, is your lights up? I'm just curious.
What, does he live by you?
Yeah.
Another HIPAA violation. Nice one, P. Jizzle.
Well, you know.
We're hearing a lot of like rustling around going over that. That's not Foster below the phone, is it?
It is. You were not supposed to say anything.
Oh, shit.
Below the phone. Oh,
Foster's
emergency. Oh, man.
Hear a PJ in the dark.
Taking care of business.
He's got the candles lit for him and shit.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
You know what, guys? I love y'all, but man, you know, y'all getting a little bit too comfortable with that doggone stuff there. Yeah, just getting a little bit too comfortable with that.
Question is, when will you start to get more comfortable? P. Jizzle?
He had to move around because Foster was getting to him while he was sitting down.
Yikes, man.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
Oh man. Hey man, you like to play fart jokes with us and shit, PJ. We got to get you back, dude.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at my side of the street, right? I'm just saying. I'm looking at my side of the street, and it's like dark. But across the street, you see the lights behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the lights on across the street, but on my side of the street, dark.
Well, take your laptop over across the street, dude.
iPad.
Damon Dice says PJ's filming a horror movie right now.
Might turn into one.
I'm trying to tell you.
If Foster gets out.
I'm like, the bodies hit the floor. Well, you know, I ain't got no paneling for him to be behind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no paneling for him.
That's what you call it.
I'm really tripping. All these lights on behind me. But at my house, you see the little things I got in my yard. Well, those will work by solar. But other than that, dark.
Isn't that weird how that works? Just like one side's out, the other side's on. Yeah.
Right.
Tony Moy says you're doing the Blair Witch Project over there.
For real. What I am going to have to do, I am going to probably have to go to the store and see if I can get me some lanterns or something.
Some lanterns?
I'm just saying, man.
You mean candles?
He means
I already got
generator.
candles. Candles ain't gonna work all night. No, I ain't gonna do no generator. I ain't ready to drop a few $1,000 right now.
Oh, come
I can't
on.
even get in my
I have
garage.
to.
Of all this BCP money, you can do it.
Mr. Moneybags.
But hey, you see the candles though.
Yeah.
Oh, Foster, get out.
Is that a circle? PJ, I'm trying to tell you, that's not going to bring Fields back, man.
He's doing the seance. These are all the candles behind me.
I'm going to
Bring
Pittsburgh.
back.
I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, PJ's
Oh.
moving to Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah,
This is
I'm going
Pittsburgh
to
representing Justin Fields' career. The lights are out. Sorry, was that too aggressive? I apologize.
No, he didn't come
I
at
apologize, man.
Damn.
I apologize.
Illinois Jones has a good question up here. So all these players that don't make the final roster will be practice squad players. What do you guys
No.
think about that? Is that most likely the possibility, or are they going to pluck a couple from somebody else?
I can see
There's
that.
always
I can
going to
see
be a
them grabbing
Travis
some-
Bell situation.
Yeah, I can see some of them grabbing some other people. I can see that.
I mean, lately we've been in the market for UDFAs as a Ryan Poles team because we've had them plucked from our own practice squad. A couple of them one of them came back, but we lost. We've lost 4 guys over the last few years. We lost running back White to the Steelers. We lost that was a Ryan Pace era, but under Poles we lost.
Are you
Graham.
referring to Darrington Evans by chance?
Yes, thank you, Darrington Evans. But we lost Doug Kramer. We got him back. We lost that tackle I really like, the guard that I really liked. Damn it, I forget his name. Ryan Poles' first draft, UDFA.
Kramer?
No, he was the center, the guard. Damn it, I really liked him too.
Are you talking about like Lachavius Simmons or the other guy?
No, help me out. Help me out here, chat.
You talking about the guy who's on the Rams now? Zach Thomas?
No. Zach Thomas, thank you.
He's on the Rams.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah.
He was a guy I was high on. Zach
Yeah.
Thomas. So he must be.
Well, Thomas Graham.
Starting? He must be starting for the Rams then, or at least
No, he's not.
Thomas Graham ever become
He's not.
anything?
No,
Thomas
I think he
Graham?
got hurt again or something. Thomas Graham Jr.
Graham Jr.
No, James, no.
He found his way to the Browns, Cleveland.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he had a cup of coffee in Pittsburgh.
Cliff is saying to buy a Tesla and buy a Tesla pickup truck, and you can plug it in. It'll give you power.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll
Just
get
plug
right
your-
on that there.
Just plug your Tesla right into your house, dude.
Or are you saying the opposite way? Get the power from the Tesla Cybertruck?
I wouldn't
That
doubt
seems more practical for PJ right now.
it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Well,
Elon
considering
says so.
I not too long ago just bought a Jeep, I don't think I'll be buying a truck anytime soon.
Cliff
don't
makes a
think
point of a 15-man practice squad now, which is a good point because we do have the extra 5. So
It's always been 10 and it was just increased to 15.
well, because of COVID, and it stayed that way.
That's really interesting. I could have sworn to God it was always 15, but
Yeah.
I haven't been around as long as you guys. Wink, wink,
No,
nudge, nudge.
you're just a baby. You're in
Dang.
diapers over there still.
What'd you say?
Okay, now you're gonna violate some HIPAA laws. You're gonna violate some HIPAA laws. Talking about how young he is. You're gonna talk about some HIPAA
I
laws.
apologize for my actions.
No apologies accepted here. Brian saying, go down to the local McDonald's, PJ.
I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'm gonna have to let you guys go because I am gonna run and go grab me some lanterns because gotta be able to see.
What do
Gotta
you
make
when
sure
you
I'm-
say lanterns? What do you mean by that? Like,
Those battery operated lanterns. You know, like
so you're gonna head down to the dollar store?
no, I'm gonna head like to Walmart and grab some of those.
Okay.
Because they said
Just make sure you don't get
it's
a
supposed to be out till like,
boyfriend.
huh? What was that?
I said,
Oh.
make sure you don't grab a battery-operated boyfriend. Stick to the battery-operated lanterns.
Even that went over my head, PJ.
You know what? Only thing I'm saying is I haven't pulled nobody off the show in a long time.
Goodbye.
You know what I'm saying? He's really.
Wait, let me pull him for you. There you go. I pulled him for you.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it. You don't have a computer.
I don't have what?
Well,
that's why I got to be able to see. Make sure I ain't knowing. Make sure I'm the only one.
We're going on almost 2 hours anyways, so we can easily wrap up this show. The star of the show is left anyway.
I don't.
Foster, he never came.
I don't want you guys to.
Not with us anyway.
You guys got 100. We got 184 in the chat. I want you guys to keep going. I gotta make some.
Wow,
moves.
that's all it took.
Myself.
All it took was one shorty comment about ending the stream, and we've got ourselves.
The bodies hit the floor. Let the
Oh.
bodies hit the floor.
Foster.
Watch
Foster
the views
is the man.
drop. We got 183 viewers as you pop in, Foster. We're gonna lose them one by one now.
Yeah,
Man,
let the
Foster-
bodies hit the floor one by one. He leaves.
What's up, Foster, man? How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, gentlemen.
Uh-oh. The anxiety. Wait, the paneling is still up. What's going on?
Oh no, I'm in a different location.
Oh, he took the paneling with him.
You found another house with paneling?
You can hear your voice. You can hear your voice bouncing off all the dead bodies in there, Foster. It's very echoey.
No, there's no dead bodies in this one. I filled that one up. I started a new one.
Man, he's got the lawn chair. Let's go.
Oh man, Illinois Jones, thank you. Only 19 likes. Hit the like button, people. Because 185 people watching and 19 likes. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we appreciate each and every one of you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
Give Foster the floor. He's missed the entire show. Foster, what's up?
I walked in here tonight and I opened the back door and there's like 70 moths covering the entire fucking kitchen. They're just flying everywhere. So I was actually going to go back to the studio and I turned that light on and there's 100 moths in there. I opened up a bag that must have been sitting in his basement for 50 years. And it let all hell break loose, man. That and I had some personal issues that I had to attend to because I'm ready to hang myself from this house because it's killing me.
Please
Literally
don't hang yourself
destroying
from the house.
I won't because God won't let me get it easy. I'll have to live through the shit anyways.
You've actually increased 9 viewers by saying that. Hang yourself, Foster. Where's the noose?
Jeez.
If I put it up on somewhere here, it might fall down, so I don't want to attempt it. I missed the entire freaking show. I didn't see anything, guys. I couldn't even listen. I was on the phone taking care of some personal shit, killing moths and trying to bomb this place. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And bombing the house, should I really be inside it when I'm bombing it without a mask even?
No.
So I just lit up another cigarette and kept bombing.
Is that why you lost all your hair?
Were you guys just about to end the show and shit?
Yeah, we were, but it was because you were not here. We missed you, and we were like, well, we can't go on any further without Foster.
Carl, I think he's full of crap.
Half and half. A man of the people, Illinois Jones asks, do we need a wellness check, Mr. Foster?
No, I'll know Illinois. I'll let everybody know when I check into the medical facility down the street here in Harlem.
Oh.
PJ's in the dark.
I thought they disbanded those.
PJ
Well,
is
it's
going
still-
through some shit tonight.
It is a facility. It used to be called like Dunning, but now it's Reed Mental Health Center. So there's still
Mental
some
health
mental
center.
health.
Okay,
around.
got to be political correct.
Just not the old what we used to call back in the day nut houses.
The loony bin.
Because everybody's nuts one way or the other. What is normal?
Exactly.
True.
At least you're not in a straitjacket.
That
So
could be
we-
arranged.
Yeah, I bet. So we were talking about if you want to get your input on this, players to extend contracts. DJ Moore, Teven Jenkins, Keenan Allen. If so, in what order?
DJ Moore, I think that's probably number one in my book. Teven, he's probably number two, maybe 2B, depending on. I'd like to try and possibly see if we could get another year out of Keenan Allen. But I don't know if that's going to be a good move or not. I just don't know. Look, I'm taking everything. His age, the contract, dollar amount. There's too many determining factors there. I see Adam Mason just said lock up Herbert, severely undervalued. I can agree with that to a point. He's not going to be my number one back going into the game. But you guys remember when Monty would be in the game and then we bring in Herbert, everything that he did coming in as the second back, that's where his value is at, in my opinion, anyways. That change of pace back. He's a good one unless we can find another one, but I don't see another one on the team at this point in time. So that's another guy too that I would look at for contract extension. You got who else? Who else is coming up? I know there's a few more.
Teven Jenkins.
Oh yeah, Teven.
My guy.
That's. I mean, I would agree with it that we should do something, but what exactly do you do with Teven Jenkins? I mean, I think I have to go into this season and see, is it going to be 13 games a year, Teven Jenkins? Is there going to be progress? I don't know if there can be, just because of what happens with your health. Health gets worse. It doesn't get better, usually.
Foster, are you sure you didn't listen to any Lester?
No, I missed it all, man. I missed it all.
I believe you, but I appreciate these comments because it's essentially becoming a consensus with Teven Jenkins. This is exactly what Lester essentially said.
Yeah, it's been in front of us for a couple of years now. So you see occasionally, my dad always told me this. He's like, believe almost none of what you hear and half of what you see, because your eyes can lie to you. You can see something wrong, but not always. So I got to go into this season deeper. How could you sit down with Teven right now? What kind of contract are you going to offer? Be realistic. What kind of contract are you going to offer Teven Jenkins today?
But what I was saying is that if he balls out this year, it's going to be a bigger contract than if you offered him a contract now, because everyone balls out in the final year of their contract. They all, it's like a consensus thing. Like it always happens. He'll have the least injuries this year. He'll have the most pancakes. He'll have the best season of his career. He'll probably end up playing right guard most of it, next to Darnell Wright, for whatever circumstances, and boom, now he's looking for $18 million a year when he could have got him for maybe 15 or 14.
And this will be the best year of his entire career, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Well, that's usually what it is in a contract year.
Yeah,
Yes,
I get it. I still got to see it. I mean, What happens if you sign him to that $13-14 million a year deal and then the guy gets hurt and never plays again in the middle of the season?
Well,
either
unfortunately,
way,
$13-14 million isn't the most ludicrous thing in the world right now after what we just looked at. I mean, it'd still be a decent contract, obviously. But there's some, I don't want to say no names that are getting $20 million a year from the Panthers, but
Lesser
their team
names.
could be a steal for a Teven Jenkins that plays 80 to 90% of your season.
PJ, are you in the car driving to Walmart right now?
Oh my God.
Did y'all think I was playing? Man.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, he's just pulling. He's pulling on me, man.
Don't text and drive, but podcast and drive. That's fine.
PJ's got 197 people watching him drive to Walmart for lanterns for his power outage.
I'm just telling you, man. It's so dark out here. Look at it. Look at it. It's dark.
Oh man. All we could see was the glare off of your glasses at one point. Look at your eyeballs were glowing.
In the bottom of his beard.
I thought Fields was coming back at one point.
You say something about Fields again, we fighting.
Keep your eyes on the road there, sir.
PJ, you're a former police officer. Do not get pulled over right now on a podcast or drive into a garage that has a low roof.
Only thing I'm saying is I don't have it. I don't have the device in my hand, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. Plus you're not what?
I'm not looking at you guys, so I got my eyes on the road.
Fair enough. Good job.
See?
PJ, you have one chance. This might be your one and only chance live on BCP to interrogate or ask people if they'd rather have Fields or Williams.
Got to do it, Peach. You know I would.
Why would I ask them that though?
Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come from
may have
you?
200 eyes, but we need a larger sample size. Gotta ask the people of the streets. What do we think of the Bears quarterback situation?
200.
Oh yeah, that lag is going crazy.
201 people watching you driving around bad boys style looking for lanterns.
Man.
201 people on a Thursday night at 10 o'clock Central, man. People got no lives, huh?
It's so random, right? Like PJ is driving in his car to buy lanterns because he has a power outage in his house. And we're all singing bad boys to him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Bad
and look,
boys,
we lost one viewer.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
Do you know what it is?
When they beat you black and blue.
Do you guys want to hear a little bit of nitty gritty on what's going on with that viewer count? I don't know how accurate it is. YouTube's saying we've only got 23 viewers, but according to the Twitter machine, the rest of the viewers are over on Twitter, aka X. So if you guys are on Twitter, say hello in the chat.
What's up, Twitter?
Give us an FGB in the chat, and I'll make sure it hits the screen if you guys are on Twitter. And if you're on YouTube as well.
Can you chat from Twitter? I'm not sure you can.
Let me test it.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out right now.
All right, you guys give it a shot. Oh, it
there
works.
you go.
Yeah. Give us an FGB from Twitter, guys. Come on, guys.
Here, let me help you guys out with the FGB.
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
How about that? Does that work for you?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, let's see here.
We're gonna get PJ back on the main screen. This is the content that we subscribe for.
Don't be picking your nose while you're driving your car, PJ. Everyone can see it.
He's got the head nod. He's getting flashbacks. He's back out on patrol.
He's got a DJ Jackie playing in the background right now.
Glory days.
Oh boy.
Where's my off track?
You know, you try to end the show and then look what happens.
I'm just saying. I got that look that, what we used to do when we was on patrol, you got that little look in your eye. You're like looking for anything that moves.
I can tell. Oh man. Just don't try and pull over Briggs and Urlacher again, please.
Say, all of a sudden, PJ, we're going to see PJ get out of his car with his phone in his hand, like, "Excuse me, sir, can I see your license and ID?"
That's what I was thinking, that PJ would get pulled over himself and then immediately flip like he's the one pulling the other person over. He'd ask them license and registration, please, while he's in the car.
Do you have any ID that proves that you were a former police officer?
Flash the badge. Undercover.
This guy just want to spill all the beans. You know what I'm saying? Just want to spill all the beans.
Flash the lights. Give us a whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, flash the lights, PJ.
Charles Johnson's crazy.
Hey, Foster, I've been invited to give a series of seminars at Midwestern University on stroke survival. And wow, that's awesome. Really? That's not a joke. That's pretty awesome, dude.
No, did he need to show what's possible and you want me there? Or?
I love what Brian Gilmore says. Live from the mean streets of Chicago Bears.
I need to get that as an opener somehow.
Right.
Oh, man. That's good stuff.
So there's 184 people on Twitter, my phone says.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Twitter.
what's coming up as well. So, speaking of Twitter, I believe someone in chat mentioned this a while ago while Lester was still with us, but Shorty's kind of got a bad streak going. He's the bearer of bad news, essentially. Last week, he put Calais Campbell on the thumbnail. This week, Calais Campbell has signed with the Miami Dolphins.
It's always the fucking Dolphins, too. This happened during the draft. I was like, let's get this guy. Dolphins got him. Let's get this guy. Dolphins got him. Let's get this guy now. Calais Campbell. Dolphins get him.
I think it's you, Shorty. I don't think it's the Dolphins. I think it's you.
That's it.
I think it's the Miami nightlife. He's out of here. He pulled himself. Fine by me.
I think it's the weather and the taxes.
From here on out,
they tax you less in Florida, I think, than in Illinois.
No property tax, right?
You get more value for your money down there.
What'd you say, PJ?
Foster's room looking kind of bright. I said Foster's room looking kind of bright.
Yeah, it's very.
Well, I'm in the basement, man. The one I showed you guys last week. Because there's no heat. Okay. There's no heat in this. There's no AC in this house, and it's 90 degrees upstairs, and it's about 72 down here.
Oh,
nice and cool.
Yeah.
So
look at all the.
This is the room I've been living in for like a week. Literally sleeping on the floor and just staying in the basement when I'm not working.
Look at all that extra space for bodies, Foster.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the
Oh,
bodies hit the floor.
Let the fuck.
Courtesy of Carl. Brian Gilmore saying, PJ's thought bubble. Where'd that
Tons of body space, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're hiding behind the vents. Wow. I got to give you another round of applause for clearing that basement out, dude.
Impressive.
Clearing it out and putting down a floor and having carpet work in here and putting baseboard and all this crap. Oh, my God, guys. Changed all the outlets. I think I got 2 more over there to go, 1 over here, but it has been an experience. I don't want to rehab a house this big ever again. Never.
I can't
Need
believe
a little bit more manpower.
Back when you were in your heyday,
use some of those bodies.
Yeah, back in your heyday, you needed the space for bodies. Now you don't. You're getting older.
Yeah. I should be good for the rest of my life with this.
Oh my God. No, Green Bay makes
catching on, LJ.
Adam Mason, Green Bay makes me just as sick thinking about them, but lately the Dolphins do because they took away our chance at an undefeated season, those fucks. And they took all the players I wanted late in the draft this year, and Calais Campbell, who was, even though he's a 5-tech, he could have really helped out this team, I think, just with his value as a veteran.
Shit.
So
fuck Green Bay.
Green Bay and fuck Miami Dolphins.
Don't be getting
I was talking to my dad about this. I feel bad for the Bills, kind of.
He's going to take it to Walmart.
Oh, man, what am I talking about here? This is what matters. This is awesome. PJ, this is your last chance.
PJ?
What?
You've got to ask the people on the streets. This is the content that we are subscribed for.
This is what Foster keeps promising us at the bar. So you got to ask, are you down with BCP?
Look at the...
You gotta be kidding me. But, like, this is so good, I have to go tell my wife to turn this on.
Okay.
Ask him about the Bears, Peach.
Hey, what's the Bears' record this year?
What was that?
Ask him the Bears' record this year. Get some Bears record predictions.
That dude wasn't a Bears fan. He was a Green Bay Packers fan. He was a Green Bay Packers.
Oh, no.
I'll be right back.
Shit.
You keep going then.
Fuck Green
Don't
Bay.
just fucking ignore that guy if he's a Packers fan.
I started
I don't
to
care if he's a right back, man, you're on it. It was, yeah.
You guys can't beat the content. That's all I'm saying. You can't beat the content.
No. At this point, this is unmatched. Top tier content provided to you by BCP. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow and rate on Spotify.
The things I do for y'all, I'm trying to tell you.
The girl at Register 6 is yelling, it's Officer Bajizzle.
Man,
Officer
chat's hitting him
Bajizzle
with
in
the
the
zingers.
house.
Brian Gilmore getting jizzle with it.
Well, I figure,
Getting
you know,
jizzle with it.
if Foster
Nah.
if Foster can show us his basement, I figure I can show y'all Walmart.
What are we running here? Are you just showing off more potential victims for Foster? This is getting a little weird.
I got to go back to the camp and stuff to
Well,
find my
I
land.
gotta go to a new location, so
Oh,
I'm taking out that Green Bay fan for sure.
Okay. You can't come on the way out.
Scottish Bear says this show is like heroin. It's shitty and wait, I took it off. This show is like heroin. It's shitty and bad for you, and people keep coming back for more.
What's up, man?
I like that, Scottish.
The guy cleaning the restroom is screaming, Officer Jizzle. Officer Jizzer at that. Oh my God.
Your lanterns, are they over here? Lanterns over here?
Oh, lanterns?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the sporting goods.
Oh wow. Look at how helpful Cliff is. He says, hardware's in the back corner, PJ. Got Walmart experts and everything.
Camping and accessories. Camping.
I don't know. I kind of want to give PJ the full screen, man.
Yeah, kind of like what the battery operated.
Finger up.
Easy thought.
No Diddy. No battery operated boyfriends, please. Yeah. VHS knows the game, that's for sure. Unbelievable.
PJ, you have 220 people watching you buy a lantern in Walmart. You better make it a good one.
Absolutely.
Are we giving BCP approval here? Have a little sticker, the BCP logo on whatever brand lamp he gets. approved by BCP.
Yeah, PJ, you got to pick 2, and we're all going to vote which one you buy.
No. You're going to Walmart now to buy lantern for a power outage. You better stock up, dude. You need like 10 of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Watch him get home and the power's on.
That's what my wife said. He's gonna get home. The fucking power is gonna be on. I'm like, yep.
Stick his thumb in there too.
Is it battery? Is it rechargeable or battery powered?
Battery powered.
Yeah, you better get a battery powered one, dude.
I'd get rechargeable, but you can't because you got.
Why? If it's not charged, you can't charge it right now. He needs battery power. Do you have get some batteries for it too?
I want you to go charge it in the Walmart, PJ. I want you to find it out and charge that fucker in the Walmart.
PJ should just start using one of the computers at the Walmart and join the podcast from that.
You need to buy me, my man? Oh, you got a power outage too? Yeah. I feel you, bro.
Ask him if he's a Bears fan.
Are you a Bears fan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Yes, he said he is a Bears fan. He said
all right, say bear down.
Talk to him for a minute.
Say bear down.
Bear down.
There you go.
Yeah, you got to walk around like a reporter right now. Be like, "Excuse me, you're on Bears Country Podcast. What do you think about this stuff?"
I'm carrying this big iPad, man. Calm down.
I'm carrying it. I thought he was carrying a phone.
Dude, I got an iPad, man.
So did I. Fucking iPad.
He's like, calm down.
Shorty's gone. He's laughing in a corner again.
This dude's walking around with a fucking iPad.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I don't mess around here. Stop playing.
Are you even getting a signal?
He's got to be using his phone as a hotspot, right?
Just use your phone.
I'm using my iPad as a hotspot.
Oh, God, I love you, PJ.
Dedication, man. Dedication.
Charles Johnson said that was my.
This is the Foster POV.
This Foster POV. Foster, the whole show we were joking around that you were below his. We thought he was using a phone. We were joking that you were like below him. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So this is your point of view.
Not good on my end.
You know, thank God we have such an amazing
Trojan feed.
Don't forget the Magnum reusable Trojans, PJ.
Well,
you don't want to knock up your wife again. Who can we embarrass you? Who's near that we can embarrass you with?
He just trying to tell all of this. Wait.
Chet is blowing up.
Yeah.
Damn.
You guys got any live that I can bury your body with?
If the scrotty fits.
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
I need a line.
Absolutely.
Spaghetti, motherfucker, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Does Walmart have a grocery section? Go get some fucking fish and spaghetti while you're at it, dude.
I can't cook, man. Power's out.
Oh, you have electric stove?
Yeah.
Peach, can you go over to Housewares and get me 2 of those 12x4 vents? I need them ceiling here.
I need a couple of water resistant 2x4s too, if you could.
You grab 2 packs of Lucky Strikes.
And a battery for my lawnmower.
You got a battery for your boyfriend, Shorty?
Oh, good one. No, that one's rechargeable.
I've been on that one a lot.
Rechargeable boyfriend.
PJ, just wait until you get to the cash register. You better go to a fucking self-checkout because we're going to... Oh, you did. You fucker.
PJ, we're up to 225 viewers.
Hello, everyone.
Hold on.
Subscribe to Bears Country Podcast.
Find me some batteries.
Subscribe to the Thy My podcast on YouTube.
Subscribe.
What is this?
Get some Bears record predictions while you're going out the door, at least.
Ruha 7 needs a new pool cover, dude. 22 by 12, the oval one. And you were just in Sporting Goods. I know it's over there.
Hey, I'm at the front of the store
Go
now,
back.
buddy. I'm at the front of the store. It's too late. I'm on my way.
Looking for the batteries?
It's all downhill now.
Make sure you get the batteries, dude.
Just do workout show.
Get yourself a Kit Kat on the way out, too, man. Don't fuck around.
And for the record, I just want you guys to know, I do not go to self-checkout. I always go to the cash register.
Oh,
Perfect time. You got to talk to the cashier. Get a Bears record prediction.
Oh, no, he's done.
Back to the Foster POV.
Volume up so we can talk to her or him.
Oh, now, okay, here we go. We got the cash register coming up.
Nah, I got some money in front of me, so you get ready.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
Foster POV.
You do know they can hear you, all right?
Of course.
No sex for you tonight, PJ, unless you eat all your green beans.
If the scrody fits.
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
You can't do no fish spaghetti with the electricity on.
Let's
Hurry
everyone,
up, motherfucker.
everyone give a big
You
round
know.
of applause to PJ.
Everybody in Walmart, you know, nobody does PJ like PJ.
I'm trying to tell you.
It is all.
Hey, bear down, everyone. Bear down. He's getting nervous now. He's like, oh, shit, I'm almost out of here.
He's looking around. Yup.
Who's listening to this shit? He's like, I better turn the volume down.
So start asking people, are you a Packers fan? You
Is this
Packers fan?
Yes.
Colts.
Sorry.
Are you a Packers fan?
Packers.
Packers?
Shh.
No, that can't be.
No, I'm just curious. Are you
No, Bears.
Which is a good thought.
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
No, I don't watch the time.
Okay.
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
Top two, for
Both
sure.
in top two. With the Bears on top, right? Gotcha.
Subscribe to Bears Country Podcast. Sign up for BetUS.
She don't really watch sports.
I just want to know why she could be a Packers fan. I mean, what was the deal there? How does that
Yeah,
work?
why would you change your mind all of a sudden?
What are the
That was a
incentives?
very yes
What
officer type of
incentive
answer.
do you have to give her to be a? What incentives do you have to give this lady to be a Packers fan?
It was PJ's good look. She's
Because
like,
you know-
no, but I could be.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
looking
that
for
was
a
the
girl down Peoria way. I don't have Peoria covered.
yeah, that was a yes officer answer if I've ever heard one.
Ma'am, you are live on Bears Country Podcast on YouTube. Please say hello to your fan base.
Hey, is that Walmart open 24 hours? Because I'll be there in about 3 if I leave now.
God damn.
I just want to go talk to that cashier, man, and find out what the deal is.
Only because she's from Wisconsin.
No, just because she said I could be.
Yeah, you and Wisconsin women that could be from Wisconsin. We get you.
I don't care where they're from.
Plus, her trying to
What
convert the
system-
Packers fans every day, huh?
one woman at a time.
Yeah, one woman at a time.
There we go. Dude, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, Pete. I'm on my way, dude. Tell her I'm coming.
There we go.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Bears Country Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe today. Sign up for BetUS.
Follow on Spotify. Yeah, BetUS. Download PSF app.
Bears Country Podcast - BetUS. Get 125% sign up bonus on your bets today. BetUS, every sports bettor's favorite sports book.
Total is $680.
Look at him like tapping his fingers, getting nervous now.
You guys heard that? Heard $680.
That's a new record for me.
That's a new record, huh?
Yeah.
Same here. 226 people watching this is a record, PJ.
So, man. Impressive.
I did a transaction last Sunday afternoon. Both of you combined. That's good. I mean, it wasn't me, you know.
Party at her house. Party at her house.
No, the party's over here.
Yeah, it's on the Bears Country Podcast. Subscribe today.
Bingo.
Want the address.
Subscribe to Bears Country Podcast today. Get 125% sign-up bonus on BetUS.
Yeah, Bears Country Podcast, the HIPAA violation leader of all social media platforms.
That's right. Don't forget it.
I got you.
This is
Talking
like
about
woman,
dropping the address.
PJ is like every woman in a grocery store here in Georgia, just on their phone, on speakerphone, like, "How you doing, baby?"
He's laughing.
Wait, now you
Shit.
told us to
Fuck
shush.
Green Bay.
No way we're gonna shush.
Yeah. But aren't they close? They should be close, right? Yeah, I think they're close.
Make sure you check my pants. I may have put some lanterns in my shorts.
Surprised you haven't asked him where to find the drippy dicks.
He's got us on mute. He must. He's not stupid enough to have us on. Can you hear us?
You're not on mute, bro. You're not on mute.
Hello.
Huh?
Hello, and welcome to Bears Country Podcast.
I'm actually calling to the customer. Sorry about that.
Because she already woke up.
Okay.
No, again?
Plan again. Yep.
All right, my bad.
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
PJ's using somebody else's credit card.
No,
How much was a
don't say that. You can't record it.
lantern? Wouldn't be $24.98. It doesn't show me over here.
One of them.
What was the other?
1997.
Gotcha.
All right.
So this is 16 feet.
And to think we would have got none of this if Foster didn't show up. Shorty was ready to call it. LOL, those Green Bay sweats.
Don't talk about my green shorts.
PJ showing some leg out there tonight.
You don't wear green out in public, PJ. This is one of those moments I'll never forget.
As he starts chugging alcohol so he can forget.
I had to go get another one for this because this is this deserves an alcohol beverage in hand.
Watch for PJ's PIN code. What is this, HIPAA violation bingo? God damn.
What the hell did you buy,
Someone's
PJ?
getting the Coke.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we
I
can
think
tell
you got a
everyone that
little
we
more than a
have.
lantern.
Yeah, we got PJ recorded buying Coke. Look, he's got Coke in his hands. Officer, arrest him.
He does. Drippy dicks are in aisle 12, Peach.
Right.
He knows. He already knows.
All right.
You do the same.
Did you get the batteries?
We have you on camera buying Coke, PJ.
Just like every other cop in Illinois.
You guys are gay.
PJ, did you get the batteries?
Look at his swagger too. He's like, "Yep, I'm on camera." He's like, "You want to be on BCP, baby?"
Is that a
Look at
Rolex?
us. He's following him.
Sir, did you steal that Rolex?
He's like, "I gotta get the fuck out of here." He's like barreling through.
Brian Gilmore, this is Foster's POV.
Yeah, Brian says this is Brian Gilmore says nice body cam.
Brian Gilmore said what?
Nice body cam.
Well, Live.
Too much body showing now.
Now,
Well,
I want
Foster, it's your
to go
POV.
back
Is
and
it
watch
much to
this show. I
handle?
want to hear all these comments you guys have been making about me.
Foster POV. You want to hear what, PJ?
I'm going to go back and watch this camera and watch all these comments you guys have been making about me. What's up, dog?
Bear down! Oh, wait till you see this tomorrow.
That was some
PJ.
guy that put PJ busted like 10 years ago. He's going, "What's up, dog?"
Man, I'm just saying, somebody smoking weed like a mug out here, though. God,
Is that rare for your parts, PJ?
I can't stand the smell.
True.
I really can't.
Cliff's got to be controversial. He's like, "You don't have to show the greeter your fucking receipt. Just argue with them."
Start getting aggressive with them. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've been known to do that too.
Bruja says, by the time you get home, the lights are going to be back on, PJ.
That's all right, but I'll be ready for the next one.
When was the last one?
I've never had one before.
Okay, well, you should have been ready for this one then. So you're not going to have another one for 10 more years.
Well, the only thing I got to say is, you know, I've moved a few years ago, so in the house I'm currently in, I've never had one. In my previous house, I had one. That's why I had them. But the batteries were sitting in it too long that it like exploded or something. So
Yeah, they got all crusty and shit.
Yeah. So that's why I had to come out and buy some new lanterns and new batteries.
Well, you have 228 people watching you do this, PJ.
Hey, we aim to please. That's what we do. We aim to please.
You have done that, sir.
Another one for the HIPAA violation. Bingo. We got a license plate almost.
Almost.
This is so good, I might go back and rewatch it myself.
And HIPAA only applies when you're doing medical stuff.
Make sure you
I
put
know.
that
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Make sure you put that cart back in the proper cart receptacle.
Cliff goes to Walmart.
Just put it right up at the front.
Hey, that's how I roll.
Ooh.
No comment. No comment.
Cliff goes to Walmart, and when he's leaving, the people at the door part like the Red Sea because they don't want nothing to do with his ass.
Oh, man. All right, now what was all these smart comments?
Oh, where should we start?
Man, I'm just saying.
He'll get home. The power will be on. Everyone loves Foster's point of view that you had there.
You gotta stay on until I get home now to see the power's back.
Oh, we're definitely gonna stay on until we watch you come home and see the power on in your driveway.
Now, Shorty, would we have been able to do a PSF, a peer-to-peer bet on if Peaches' power would be home?
Unfortunately, no. The peer-to-peer bets are like, who will have more receiving yards this game kind of a thing. They're not like, hey, will Foster smoke another cigarette? Nothing like that.
That's going to happen unless I bet, and I still might light one up even after
that
I
reminds
die.
me of that. The Chiefs plus 450 or whatever. Can't make any money off an easy bet like that.
Adam Mason says, what my life has come to, that I'm watching a man go to Walmart to buy lanterns.
You're welcome.
That he gave you some. There's your lantern advice, Adam.
You're welcome.
Doug Van Dorn says, anyone want to confess to major crimes? I mean, this stream won't stay up for very long after all.
I'm surprised it's still up.
Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm here to add content.
So you're telling me that everyone at Walmart could hear our conversation?
Absolutely.
And they were all just like letting it slough off like it wasn't happening. You guys all played it off so well.
I don't know if they thought it was an iPad kid and he was just listening to a bad video or what that was all about, man.
They're like, yeah, he's got some podcast on his computer while he's
out and about.
I'm the king of my city. I'm trying to tell you. I'm the king of my city.
The king of my city.
Nobody realized it was a live interactive podcast. They just thought he was listening to a
Live
podcast.
interactive.
So one guy did when he said bear down.
Yeah, he
That's
said,
true.
"Fuck Green Bay." I thought he did.
You should have
anyway.
got him to fucking subscribe, you fucker. Jeez, you're out. This is what you're supposed to be doing, Foster.
Hey.
I'm out. Dude, I'm out.
I got him.
He's on the prowl for subscribers.
Yeah. Our subscribers haven't even been on the air, but he was able to get on the air. See?
Look, now Foster's going out in the. This is going to be a 2:00 show.
I'm just sitting out in the backyard, man. It's fucking too hot in there.
Oh, thank
Stever!
God. New Breed, what's up, New Breed? New Breed, you just missed it. PJ went into Walmart to buy lanterns because his power has been out for 3 hours. And he did a whole tour through Walmart, not on his phone, but on his iPad.
Absolutely. I bring you guys great content.
That's dedication.
That's what I do. I bring great content.
Cliff says PJ with the podcast is far from the strangest thing happening at Walmart.
Got that right. Like I said, somebody is cheaping it up in the parking lot real good there. I'm telling you.
New Breed, just mark this moment and then go back 15 minutes when we're done. And you'll see it's epic.
We got 230 in the chat.
So how much money did you spend on lanterns? And how many did you buy?
Man, how much money did I spend? I think I spent $177, I think.
Some bitch.
Getting that, putting that.
What a lady in front of me. What the
BCP
lady in front of me is what? Spent $634?
Wait, how much were they a piece?
Like spent $600. Oh, the lanterns, they only cost like $20, $25, something like that. Then the batteries, I bought like a bunch of batteries.
Ah, okay. The batteries are expensive.
Yeah, I always go out today and I say, I had a real good day. I spent $80 on $40 worth of shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
Because that's how it is now.
Yeah.
It's why I've decided that from now on, when we go out to dinner, we're not drinking. We're not having cocktails at dinner anymore. Like we'll have cocktails before or cocktails after. But if you just go out to dinner and buy your meal and don't buy a martini or a beer and a glass of wine or 2 beers and 2 glasses of wine, you'll save yourself $80.
Does
To
the
cut
wife
bill in
know
half.
you're having cocktails?
She has them with me. New Breed says, as long as PJ wasn't twerking at Walmart, it's all good. You weren't twerking, were you?
He
We
was.
kind of saw you
Whether he
twerking.
wanted to or not.
I think he was.
I will not twerk in
I
this
think so,
life
too.
nor the next.
P Jizzle had that P jiggle going on the way in, though. I don't know. We're gonna have to watch it back. Check the VOD.
Getting P Jizzle with it.
Getting P.
Man, I'm just telling you guys, man.
By the way,
Charles Johnson said, "Hey, Peach." Charles Johnson said for that price, he would have come over with this fucking Zippo. and just held the Zippo up for you around the house.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, when you gotta have light, you gotta have light. I gotta have light.
I am going to fall off of my chair when you pull up and your lights are on. I'm going to fall off of my chair.
Well, full disclosure. They did when they sent me the text message telling me that my lights are out. They did tell me. They said we anticipated being back on 10:30 Central. That's what they said.
Oh, so you just
Looking
did that
at
for us. What a
10:40.
sweetheart.
But it's been also my experience that they don't always keep their word. So that's why
I'm full of shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
That night my internet went out, I didn't have an internet here the next morning even. And it was supposed to be back on by 12:40 a.m. or whatever in the morning. And at 10:30 in the morning, I didn't even have it. And then I lost it at my house after that because I went home. I had no internet at either place, man. Thank you, Comcast.
Fuck Comcast, just like
Hey.
fuck Green Bay.
Let's see what my neighbors are doing. Hold on.
Oh my God. Another one for the HIPAA violation bingo. God damn.
For all the 200 and something people watching this from Twitter, we apologize. We have already talked about the Bears, but PJ had a power outage, so he had to run to Walmart to buy some lanterns, and here we are, ending the show with a barrel of laughter, as we always do.
And Peach, from my experiences, we're probably better off without light anyways, most of them.
I don't know, man, because when my lights bang out, I'm gonna be sweating tonight.
That's only because the AC's out.
Yeah,
so hot, man.
Dude, if my power was out overnight, I would die here. I get it.
Yeah, it needs to be cold.
Dude, here in the dead of summer, it's like 78, 80 degrees still at midnight.
Ugh.
It is currently
awful
71
here.
right now.
Oh, that's
71 degrees.
Fucking spoiled.
You need at
71
least
degrees,
3 more
no
degrees.
lights.
You need about 68 to be able to open your windows.
Man.
Cliff's asking if you're going to stop for a car wash.
Yeah, get the car wash done while you're out.
Nah, our car wash closes at I think
but
there you go.
Cop. Just open it up again. That's all. Tell them you need one
Yeah.
now. Flash the bed and
When you get home,
there,
start vacuuming your lawn and throw meatloaf in the oven.
there you go.
Shout out Cliff Victoria.
Be a Cliff wannabe.
Look, that's the position that Foster was in the whole night. PJ is frozen.
That's terrible, but it's good. It's funny.
PJ looking like a blow-up doll over there. No shit, DVD. I'm amazed that PJ's connections his connection lasted that long. No shit. He was connected to his phone. Clearly, he should have just been using his phone.
But then he wouldn't be able to use the phone for much of anything else. Probably it made sense.
Yeah, true.
Charles
Johnson saying, "I just got a stiffy."
He said, "Put that picture of PJ on a shirt."
Obviousshirts.com. Officer P. Jizzle.
Charles Johnson just got a stiffy.
Charles saying this would be the perfect time to go catfishing.
Wait a second.
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
Yeah, but Cliff, your 80 degrees is breezy, right? So it's, being here in Georgia and then going to Florida, it's a much different 80 degrees, dude. It's much different. It's so much better in Florida. I always used to think Florida sucked when I was younger, but living in Georgia, it's so fucking deadpan, muggy, humid, disgusting here. But Florida does have that nice breeze if you're on the coast like you are.
Dude, it was fucking 91 here. I just went in the basement and took a nap at about 3 o'clock. Because I was so fucking hot in this house, man. And then trying to work
that's why you were late.
Like in the shower, fucking trying to work while I'm standing in the shower doing electric work. Taking a shower.
It lagged.
That's what it felt like.
Lagged just a little bit. I thought you were saying that you were fucking in the shower.
Usually.
Usually.
Are we supposed to just sit here and wait for PJ to see if his lights are on, or should we end it?
I don't know. Might be a good cliffhanger.
What does the 231 people in the chat say?
What do you guys think? Oh, Adam
I'd say anyone from Twitter. If anyone from Twitter comments and says stay online, I think we got to do it.
All right. What do you guys think? Stick around, sign off. Stick around, sign off.
Put PJ as the thumbnail.
Adam Mason saying, my 110 degrees is breezy too. That hot breeze makes it feel like you're on the surface of the sun.
You cannot do Arizona either. Oh, but it's a dry heat. You'll be fine. Yeah, it's still 110 degrees.
Colorado was a dry heat too, and it was hot.
Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado is a high desert. It's hot as
There you are. Now he's on the phone. He's on the phone now.
Scottish Bear, what time is it there for you right now? Is it 4:46 a.m. there right now, Scottish Bear? Good night, Brian Gilmore. Thank you for joining us.
Like 4 in the fucking morning in Scotland.
It's got to be almost 5. Scottish Bear, we appreciate you hanging out with us, man. We know it's late for you or early. Maybe you're an early riser. I don't know, but we appreciate you.
Scottish Bear for a hot minute. I think he's trooping it.
PJ, what the hell are you doing? That don't sound good.
Man, I'm getting my
He's rubbing one out while he's driving.
Oh my gosh. From Foster's POV nonetheless. Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Like,
well said, okay. Scottish Bear. Well said.
Got a bunch of
Scottish Bear, we so appreciate you hanging out with us so late or early, however you work your time.
Die.
Doug Van Dorn from YouTube. You have been found in violation of
mouth wide open.
PJ,
what is that?
PJ,
VHS, is that supposed to mean lockjaw?
PJ, look at my face. You froze like this. You froze like this, dude. We were all like, "Oh, that's Foster's point of view the whole night."
That won't happen in real life.
Oh man, thank you, New Breed. We appreciate you. We appreciate you so much, man. You don't have to be here hanging out with us, but a bunch of Bears fans. We appreciate you, man.
Just to let you guys know, my lights are still out.
Oh, they're up. Oh,
out.
Climactic end.
Wow, we were all wrong.
Yeah, they're still out.
Charles.
Well, your trek has not been in vain, PJ.
Well, that's what I'm telling you guys. You know, they said 10:30. I didn't believe. So.
Oh my god.
PJ's.
God, it was PJ's mouth.
It's just his arm.
Well, what?
Whoa!
Later,
it's
Brian.
about that time.
Scottish Bear
the
says,
second White Claw.
Scottish Bear says, "I thought that was PJ's dob. It was his arm."
My arm. What do I do? Cover up the camera or something?
You thought your arm was your dick. Come on, give him some appreciation here.
Yeah, PJ's gonna say it was my dick.
He's like, it was my. Yeah. Oh man, Cliff is saying, isn't that a porn category? Large black men with mouths wide open.
Ooh.
Cliff, you want to know?
The Foster's POV is so good.
Foster POV.
He got it down by his scratch. So good.
You guys can't get this content just anywhere. I just want you guys to know that.
Tell him, PJ. Tell him. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow on Twitter.
Man,
rate and subscribe on YouTube. Spotify.
Man.
Yeah, all that stuff because I don't have all that.
Now we get to see how good his lantern purchase was, Atmos says.
Might be a good investment. Might improve the lighting for the setup. You never know.
Come on, let there be light, PJ. Oh!
Yeah, I gotta get it open first.
Kick some batteries in that motherfucker and turn it on. Let's go.
It's kind of hard to see in the dark, bro.
Hey, you think if I walk in the gang,
No, that's a
everybody
Foster from his
resist,
POV.
I look in their house. Can't see nothing in that one.
Doug Van Dorn says, from Blazing Saddles. Oh, it's Twoo. It's Twoo. Baby, yo sucking on my arm.
Oh my God, man.
Wow. Okay. Where my dog on batteries at?
Late night with BCP.
There we go.
PJ the Green Bay Copper. PJ goes into Walmart wearing Green Bay colors and demands a bucket of.
I can't wear blue. I can't wear blue and orange all the time.
No, yes, you can, sir.
Oh no, I can't, sir.
Brewhouse
PJ,
asked if you bought a
Brewhouse got a question for you, PJ.
Did you buy a flashlight or a fleshlight?
What's a
Got
flashlight?
one of each.
Oh, what's a?
It's basically a pocket pussy with a. You can any porn
He
star.
said, damn.
Dang. All right, now I'm having a hard time getting the batteries open.
Powering
stroke.
I'm sure Carl, you know all about these batteries, man. Why don't you come in over here and help me open?
No, it's Shorty who's the battery operated boyfriend expert.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, mine are just in a fleshlight. They don't take batteries.
Old school represent. I got you.
Batteries are the ball sack hitting the end of it.
Oh my God. This is when it starts to go downhill. Oh my
Man, this package doesn't care.
That battery don't cut it for short. He's got the plug-in 110, a 110, man. No
It's a
power
220.
outage there.
It's a 220, buddy.
220, 221, whatever it takes.
Look at him. He's going to turn it on and blind himself right now.
I'm trying to make sure I got him going the right way.
God damn.
You better get this damn thing going. All this for this. You better get that light going, dude.
Foster, who's that pulling up behind you? Are those the clowns from earlier?
Lightning, cars. I'm out on the street.
We're going to wake up tomorrow to all of our power being out going, what the fuck is going on right now? I thought it was just PJ.
Well, you're talking about me, huh?
Turn it up to 11. Goes to 11.
If BCP goes out tonight on an EMP, if we all wake up tomorrow to an EMP, our power is out. At least this was a very good last BCP show, I must say.
I heard that Russia was starting to have some.
PJ, are you wearing a wristband that says "Your Mama"? Or were you just in the hospital?
I didn't want to say it.
What the hell does that say?
Make your mark.
Make your mark.
Foster with the dyslexia.
The other one's a hospital band. Because what were you in the hospital for, dude? It's got your name and address on it.
No, both of them make your mark. It's a non-profit program that they do at my grandson's school for
nice
for kids.
Okay.
Good job, Foster.
Righty tutty, lefty loosey, PJ.
I can't make fun of it then anymore. Damn.
Yeah, Foster, I was going to say that hospital band is probably from when PJ was visiting you after your stroke. I know you don't remember.
Oh, yeah. No, I forgot.
I like how Doug Van Dorn's getting the technical on us. Equally, as likely as an EMP would be in Carrington event, in a Carrington level event, solar flare, CME would wipe out most of electronics on the planet. Well, thank you very much.
Except the BCP podcast. Follow and subscribe.
Yeah, well, we run here on old school electronics.
That's really why I missed all the show, guys. I was in the basement on a fucking bicycle, so the damn show could be aired.
Cliff is saying that these lanterns are really complicated.
God damn.
I mean, 45 minutes of him trying to get the batteries in this fucking thing in the dark.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Retired cops does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many turns to put the fucking cap back on the back? He was just turning it and turning it and turning it and turning it. I know, Doug, the hamsters are down. Jordan didn't feed him. He tried to put one up his ass.
Woo! Back to Foster's POV, it looks like.
Use the light from the iPad to direct your way.
Okay, there. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
It's got to be 2 one way and the other way, right?
Master of the bleeding obvious.
That's incorrect, sir.
I can't believe there's 234 people watching you do this.
What the hell am I doing, man?
Yeah, I
You
can't.
guys are
It's
nuts.
like the gift that keeps on giving.
I can't even believe I'm doing this. What you don't know? I'm trying to figure it
235.
out.
Counting.
Scottish Bear says, "What does a house wear? A dress."
A dress.
That clearly says address.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Now he dropped
Yeah,
it
but
back.
we're not that bright.
He
as
dropped the
all the time.
soap,
This
Chet.
one night, we're
Chet,
not that
PJ
bright.
dropped the soap.
I think Carl
batteries,
telling
he-
off on himself.
What the hell are we looking at? What the hell are you doing, PJ? I hope you're alone.
Man, I lost the battery, man. Dang.
Carl's laughing so hard that he had to take himself out. I think he just peed on himself.
I'm just
Look at him backstage.
Foster, just no filter. He's flashing us. He's flashing us.
This is like a scene from a Curb Your Enthusiasm when when Leroy's nuts were hanging out of his shorts. You guys ever see that one? PJ.
I'm just saying, man. It's not as easy as it thinks.
No shit.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, let's try it again.
You should have done this in the Walmart parking lot before you left with them. Oh my god.
Look, now you tell me.
Drive back to Walmart and put the batteries in.
Come on. It's too dark. You can't find his keys. Oh, he got it.
Got a dome light in the car. There you go.
Foster, you're giving Dome in the car?
Let's give PJ a round of applause,
Even
guys.
there. Hey, Peach, I don't think that's bright enough. If I were you, I would take that back and get a larger one.
Oh,
Look at
what's
this
that
sweat,
big
fellas.
light?
Look at this sweat.
Look at that handsome fucker. Look at that. Look at that. All that work for that little bit of light, huh?
I got 3 more to do, bro.
It's out of breath.
I got 3 more to do.
Yeah, but now you got some light to work in.
There you have it. My goodness. I'm going to have to take a drink on that.
Ironic, we're in Foster's POV and you said, look at all the sweat. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Now he's got squirt on his lips. Unbelievable.
Did he really just drink squirt?
Yeah. He's got squirt on his lips and he's covered in sweat. Oh,
Man. That's a lot of information to work with there, folks. A lot of information to work with.
If only you were up at the times, you would know. Because we're right down your alley, man. We're right down your alley, Foster and PJ. Whoever the fuck you are.
We're changing the show to BRP.
Excuse me?
Bears Raunchy Podcast.
I keep saying this between.
There's been shows we couldn't even say tight end because he'd be like, dude, you've got an entire plethora. You've got an entire show worth of fucking sexual innuendos going on right now. They're all for you, my friend.
Hey,
236 people now. What the hell?
Yeah, I
All we
can't say
need
I'm
is
the
just
best one.
one.
Thursday night.
If you guys are watching on Twitter, please spam FGB in the chat. It will make it on to the screen. Please let us know that the Twitter machine is alive.
I put
Just
some
one.
shit on there and I didn't see it on the chat. I put it on Twitter.
I don't know why I did. Maybe no. You'd have to have an account, right?
Oh my god!
I'll check it from another
can't-
account. Make sure it's not something silly.
There's a plane going over and I can't fucking hear shit.
Oh, let me try. Oh yeah, it's live. Let me log on here.
You have to click in and then have it be the live chat. Yeah, I see Foster covers popping up here.
237 in the chat.
See, like
Vitality.
yeah, it
There
pops
you go.
up.
I just said something. Let's
Hey,
see if it pops up.
Vitality.
What's up?
Oh God, I gotta tell you, PJ,
Yeah.
I haven't laughed this hard since fish and spaghetti.
Since the last time you laughed this hard.
Yeah, you are a total gem, PJ. Thank you for doing that.
Hey.
Thank you for
Anything I can do to, add content to the show there, buddy.
thank you for sacrificing your integrity to walk through Walmart
Your
with us
integrity.
live on your iPad to buy lanterns for your unpaid electric bill.
Okay. That's what it really is. I didn't pay my electric bill. That's what it really is. It's time for me to confess up now. I didn't pay my electric bill.
Yeah, Bruja says Happy Friday. It's
Happy
been
Friday to you, Brew.
already on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't pay his electric bill, but he was willing to go spend what, $170 at Walmart? That don't make no sense.
Exactly.
To avoid paying his
Like,
electric bill.
somebody else's credit cards.
Hey, Shorty, I need a raise. Just want to put that out there.
So
I need a raise, Shorty.
It's coming. The check's in the mail, buddy.
Give him another 100%, and 100% zero piece is zero still.
100% of zero.
So it's weird. I have my Mr. Shorty chat up here. I did not see your chat, Vitality, where you said hello, and then I saw mine pop up really quickly from Twitter, but then it disappeared right before Bruja there.
The only person I see from X on mine is Vitality. I don't see yours at all, Shorty.
Let me try that again.
Like when you put that in, you're seeing it on the live chat. Like it's the live chat.
I'm seeing it on my Twitter side on the computer, and it popped up in chat here on the show for a second, and then it just.
What I'm saying is when you actually click in and you're about to type out the message, it says live chat.
Yeah, I see the live chat. I don't see anybody else, but I see.
No, what I'm saying is, you see how it says live chat at the bottom right here?
Yeah.
Right at the
Try it
bottom.
again.
Right
Scottish Bear saying Shorty never gave PJ the punchline. He kept him in the dark.
Literally.
That one went over my head. Scottish Bear, I got to tell you so much. 5 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give Scottish Bear a round of applause. That's commitment, and we appreciate that from you so much. Because for the 110th million time, we do this for you guys. not for us, for you. If there was 2 people here, we would have left the show a long time ago. But you guys hanging out with us is what makes this fun. That's why we do it. Love you guys, man, for real.
I gotta address Aunt Moss. No, I'm not trying to do that, dude. I'm just dying here in this house because it's so fucking hot. Even in the basement now, it's hot.
Foster out hunting, trying to one up PJ.
There's no one up in PJ. It just can't be done, dude.
Look at the sigh of relief on PJ's face. He can finally sit down and relax in some light.
Well, I'm about to be like Foster, go down the stairs in my basement because it's getting warm up here. Getting warm up here without no air. Jeez.
So why do you think your power
the worst thing is this air circulation, so it's even getting warm down here.
Yeah.
Do you think your power is out because of A, aliens, B, an EMP, C, somebody ran into a power pole because they were drunk?
D, lightning.
Oh.
Lightning hit the transformer, I believe.
Oh.
Well, you guys saw that Russia has military warships on the coast of Cuba, right? They could be advancing in on southern Illinois. It's only a matter of time, right?
Hey, let's not violate no HIPAA laws there, Vi.
Oh, we've already completed HIPAA violation bingo long ago.
Oh, long time
before
ago.
you even left Walmart.
Yeah.
It probably, I got bingo personally when Foster panned the camera at his neighbor. He said, "Hey, what's going on in there?
What's going on inside your windows?"
He was like, "Hey, where's the dead bodies at?"
Doug Van Door says proper timing would be for PJ to get all set up. As soon as he does, his power will come back on. Look at the last battery in that fucker. Boom.
Only thing I'm saying is this: I'll welcome it because I'm needing that air about
That
right
AC.
now. I'm needing that air about right now.
That hot up in Illinois right now, huh?
Yeah,
it's pretty nasty. I think it's 75 by me right now, but it definitely was 90 at some point today.
Yeah, we was in the 90s today.
Mm-hmm.
We hit 91 at O'Hare, the airport.
I'm hitting 97 this weekend.
Yeah, it's supposed to be unbearable
be-
here this weekend.
92 for the next 4 or 5 days, guys. Here,
It's only
Friday.
June, man.
Tomorrow's going to be our coolest day. 81. Then it's 85, 94, 97, 93, 91.
We got 257 in the chat. Only thing I'm saying is we're going to start a GoFundMe for me right now for buying these lanterns. So go ahead and hit that super chat to reimburse me for this lanterns I bought here. Bring you guys some good content. I'm joking, guys. Seriously, I'm just joking.
Yeah, because you wouldn't accept it anyway if I tried.
Yeah, just send bags of ice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
On the way there.
Let's get a GoFundMe for a generator.
So while we've been on the air, I've been talking in the X chat. I've lost 3 followers.
What?
just from saying shit in chat.
In what chat?
In X,
What?
on X.
Losing followers?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing them fall.
I always do things backwards. I've been saying I put an FGB, I put just a bunch of shit. Because I'm just trying to see. It doesn't come up. It should be Foster 6674. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Only person I've seen from X on my, because I'm only signed into YouTube, but I only seen Vitality.
Carl and
X.
Yeah. Saw Carl's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why mine is working flawlessly.
You seen other
now
people's?
I saw Foster put FGB in the Twitter chat, but I'm not seeing it pop up here. Huh.
Right.
Don't you? I'm wondering if this is because you're signed in on you're signed in through to StreamYard is it then connected?
Yeah, but I'm on my phone.
No, I'm talking about
me,
Carl.
PJ.
Huh?
It's possible. I haven't seen any other any tweets from
me either.
Any chats from Twitter
Only
in the
seen yours,
chat except mine.
because you're signed in the StreamYard.
I don't know.
There we go, Alan Pena. How's it going, bud?
What's up, Alan Pena? Fuck Green Bay, dude.
He's on Twitter. He's on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube.
Are you on Twitter or YouTube, Alan?
Shit. Fuck
Right
Green
there,
Bay.
he's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, he is. We're trying to figure out where these 263 viewers are coming from. If it's Twitter or
Not that
YouTube.
we're complaining.
Most of it's
Do you guys know how on YouTube, like if you watch a YouTube video and like by default settings, it'll take you to a new YouTube video?
Yeah.
I wonder if that somehow happened with Twitter, where people were watching it, that stream stopped, and then it took them to this stream, and they're either asleep. Can't be 265 people asleep though.
Well, for anyone that just tuned in,
246 people on Twitter or X. That's what my phone says.
I don't want to be rude, but I wonder if it's botted out somehow.
I don't know, man, but it's weird.
We've been asking people to say something from Twitter. I've confirmed it works on my end. I don't know.
So, and I tweeted on my end, and it popped in for a second and left. If you're on Twitter,
that takes out
the
yeah, please. But that takes out the PJ theory because Shorty, you're almost certainly logged in on your computer. You're doing everything from your computer, right?
Correct.
Well, I was doing it from my phone and from my computer, and I just put FGB on X. Cliff, I didn't see it. I'm seeing "Shut Up, Carl" from Foster, but I'm not seeing it in the live chat here.
269
now
in the chat.
Cliff is absolutely following on Twitter, right?
No, he's
from X.
He said he just put an FGB on X, and it didn't. It shows him 3 replies, but nothing here.
Bruhaw just said FGB on X, but I'm not seeing it in the live chat here.
I wonder if we just like pulled the feed and just sat here with a blank screen, if it would like gain in viewers.
It's a theory.
Either way, PJ, you had an epic show going to Walmart. So for anyone that just joined, PJ's been without power for like the last 4 hours. So he got into his car, drove his ass to Walmart, shopped with his iPad with us on the show live, bought a bunch of lanterns for his house and batteries, struggled with them for 20 minutes to put the batteries in the dark, and finally got the lights on. And we're going to give you a round of applause.
Thank you for Amron assisting in this endeavor by cutting off my lights. Thank you, Amron. I appreciate that. Thank you to all my other subscribers and non-subscribers. Thank you very much for following me on X, although I don't have a Twitter, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for following me on Instagram, although I don't have an Instagram. Thank you guys very much for all your following my subscriptions. Appreciate it.
There you have it. It must be because people like are on Twitter and just like mindlessly laying in bed looking for some funny shit to watch. So they're just like watching this, like, I'm not gonna chat with these guys. I'm just gonna watch this until my phone falls on my face and go to bed.
Can I tell you a secret though?
No, I'm not going to wear the nurse's outfit again.
Not if it involves Foster.
I love you guys so much that I'm using up all my battery life on my iPad to where I'm down to 14% right now, to where when I get off of here, I'm not going to have no entertainment in the darkness whatsoever.
Oh, shit.
You got a phone, go to your car and charge the phone up.
My phone
That's what
is
I
at
do.
40. My phone is at 46%. So I'm not. That's why I stayed on my iPad, because I don't want to use up the battery life.
Well, so you can watch all your porn on your phone if you get off with this. You'll be fine.
And I won't
In
be
the
able to call
car.
nobody in case of emergency.
It's almost midnight. Who's going to
It's
have an
still gonna
emergency right
rain.
now?
You obviously haven't
Fucking
been
animals.
around my life long enough. I have emergencies almost every other day. I'm just not like Foster, where Foster, his emergency wipes him out. I just keep on rolling with mine.
Well, we are at 3 hours and 10 minutes with almost 300 people watching. Don't know where they came from. I mean, this is
Hey, I'm waiting for us to get to 300.
Yeah, you want to keep going to 300?
No, man.
We just
I know you guys got
appreciate
it.
it, man. I don't.
Might have to keep that record for next time, although we're very close.
It's not like I can go back to Walmart. They're closed now.
You can
Sorry,
go flash the badge.
It's not
Yeah,
24
open them up, flash the badge, man.
Flash the badge to who? The building's closed, bro.
You got to get in for an emergency.
Hey, we
I
got
can get you
Walgreens.
in, Peach. It's okay.
Oh, you got
Foster.
Walgreens. We can go into Walgreens. Let's go.
Well, Foster, I'm just saying for the record. If I go, if I rely on you to get me in a place, that means I know where I'm going.
Nah, just blame it on me. They're used to it. I know all the
man.
jails.
Why is my camera? Oh, my camera keeps turning on. There we go. Well, shit. We're at 3 hours and 11 minutes. Let's just wrap this shit up. Right?
It's past my bedtime, gentlemen.
The other 260 people that are watching this on Twitter, you guys can come back next week and have more fun with us when we have. I've been laughing so hard, my brain doesn't work. Kenneth Davis from NBC Sports Chicago. Kenneth Davis is going to join us next week. And if you don't think we're going to have fun with him, then you don't know what fun is, people.
Chris Watts wants a
Are you suggesting
show, too.
we top the Foster POV? Is it possible?
I mean, unless Foster does another POV.
That's some good
You
argument.
had to put it up high.
And the other thing too,
Foster's
Pete,
standing up. Foster's standing up.
my shit just
Or is he
never stops.
straddling
That's why I get
PJ?
worn out. The
true.
insanity never stops in my life. It's 24/7, dude.
Hey, let me ask Doug Van Dorn a question. Is your Walmart over there open 24 hours? Doug Van Dorn? I'm just in case I need it. If I do have a true emergency where I need something. Nope. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Foster's like, what?
Yeah. Ever since COVID, man, our Walmart stopped being 24 hours, and it's like only thing that's open 24 hours around here now is Walgreens.
Dude, my Walgreens pharmacy closes at 6 p.m. now.
The pharmacy does here too, but
what in the fuck is about that?
Wait a minute, I lied.
Money.
Our Walgreens is no longer 24 hours. It's no longer
Ours
24
just came
hours.
back to 24 hours.
Yeah,
Mine just came back to 24 hours 3 months ago. Cut Charles Johnson. He just finished seasoning his meat. What are you cooking with Cliff tonight?
That's what I said. Are you hanging out with Cliff
Mr.
tonight?
Scrody beat you to it, Foster.
The Scrody fits.
I'm just saying. I mean, hold on though. When I first see them, I'm like, you season your meat. What you got playing for tonight, bro? What you got going on?
He's about to put his meatloaf in the oven.
Oh my god.
Charles, just don't vacuum your lawn. Just don't
I'm calling
vacuum
bullshit on that one. That's not legit. You can't fake a meatloaf in the oven at midnight, but
Do it.
Can't use my microwave to fix something. To eat.
Whatever it is, just do it. Do it till you
just plug in the batteries, bro.
And your stove is electric?
Yeah.
Ah, that's why I don't have an electric stove. Got to get a gas stove, man.
Yep.
Gotta get it. Gotta have electric for the solar panels, bro.
But you gotta have gas to have a stove, bro. You could be cooking up some enchiladas right now, or a meatloaf,
My name's not Cliff Victoria.
or Charles Johnson. Apparently, he's about to fire up the grill.
Yeah, I don't need no electricity.
You can call me Johnson.
I don't even
Mr.
need a
Mayhem.
grill, man. I got some wood laying in the alley. I'll find a metal rack and just cook.
Mr. Mayhem, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayhem.
We appreciate that, Mayhem.
Guess I won't be playing my game tonight.
Cliff and Charles are going to do a show now after this one.
Yeah.
A cooking show. What are you cooking over there, dude?
Cliff asked, "Do I have a grill?" So you want to have me with my lantern on and grilling at midnight?
Hell yeah! Let's pull out some. What do you got in the? What can you grill right now?
I can't grill anything because it's all frozen. He goes, "Not for long, but it's frozen right now."
Dude, you throw a frozen steak on the grill. It'll take 10 minutes to cook.
Jesus, man.
You know,
But PJ,
anything frozen.
he's got an electric grill for the solar panels.
An electric grill. Yeah, BCP just got redefined.
Hey,
Yeah, Bears Cooking Podcast.
I'm trying to tell you, big meats.
Good one to, what the hell?
Well,
Big
I want you guys to know
meats.
that at some point my thing's going to cut off. I'm down to 8% now. Just want you guys to know. So
Well, let's give you some porn time left on that device.
Oh my
Let's
God.
sign this off.
8% ain't going to do nothing for me.
Oh boy.
That's why
At
he's
least you're on it.
holding out for that 40% on the phone.
I'm serious. I can say that for emergencies.
Yeah.
Emergency porn.
Yeah, you know.
EMP.
Never know when my kids might need me.
God, I hope they don't need you this late. That would be a true emergency.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Emergency, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, let's wrap up another wonderful, excellent, fun, entertaining episode of Bears Country Podcast. You know, PJ was only going to hang around for like a few minutes, and he took us to Walmart. We got to see all the Walmart people.
There and back again.
We got to see his
A
experience. at
Hobbit's
Walmart.
tale.
We got to holler out at all the people that worked at Walmart and embarrass them, not PJ, but them. And watch PJ fumble around with batteries in the dark.
Dedication.
That's dedication. That's what you get from BCP, right, PJ?
That's what you get when I'm sitting up here going to be in the dark, in the hot, in the heat, without no batteries for Carl.
All that adversity just to show us Foster's POV. That's dedication.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's dedication right there.
And Foster made it home just in time to let us think it wasn't really him.
Yes.
Sure, bud. The power of AI.
Guys, let's get to our chat before we sign off, because you guys have been amazing for hanging out with us. Cliff Victoria, Doug Van Dorn, Charles Johnson, Brewhaus 7.
Brewhaw's a beast. He showed up on Twitter as well. Shout out Brewhaw.
Uh-oh. Foster showing the body.
Uh-oh. Oh my God. What is
And
going on?
must.
That's what I do before I take the shirt off for like its final use. Are you gonna put that back on?
Oh my God. We have to get out of here quickly.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Here, let me put the disclaimer up.
He's about to get back into POV, guys. But let's get the show over.
No.
Wrestling now.
Christ.
Midnight wrestling, dude.
Scottish Bear.
Scottish Bear, we appreciate you hanging out with us so
Curtis
late over
Seal.
there, the
Searle.
other side of the globe. Alan Pena,
Searle? Is it Curtis Searle? Searle?
Curtis. Yep. Thank you for hanging out with us, Curtis. C Shep 25. New Breed.
Brian Gilmore.
Brian
Adam
Gilbert.
Mason.
I saw Squeegee in here earlier too. Adam Mason. Yes, thank you, my friend, for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a fun show.
Yes. Very, 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 very entertaining.
Illinois Jones in here earlier.
Ryan Gilmore.
Jedi Jada. Oh, that's a new one. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Jedi Jada. Right here. I don't remember seeing that name before, but we appreciate you, Jedi Jada. Illinois Jones, again, thank you. Steve Phillips, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tony
Right.
Moy.
Tony had some bangers tonight. Shout out, Tony.
Oh my God, he sure did. King Buka World, AC Adam, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Appreciate
Brian,
you guys.
God.
I remember seeing Brian Hendren earlier. Thank you for hanging out with us. J2K, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes. My thing won't let me scroll up to.
Yeah, I got you.
So
I got you.
it came
Come
on,
on.
though. Look.
Oh, just now?
Well,
Or
they're
a
all
long time
together.
ago?
I put a bunch of comments in, and they all came in at the same time, and I did it over time
On Twitter?
on Twitter.
I'm already scroll up too far to see that.
STC Scott?
I can't see him.
Antmus, Jeremy Munoz, thank you for hanging out with us. Jay Grizz was here for a bit with us. Thank you, Jay Grizz.
Jason was there earlier.
Jason, thank you very much. God, I can scroll up for three and a half hours. There's
Creighton Wiltfong, not to be confused with the great Lester Wiltfong
Jr. And Kenny, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Charles Johnson with the big meat.
Foster OnlyFans. Oh no. Oh no. Another revenue stream for the BCP. Big meats. Big meats.
Come on, Dice.
Put your shirt back on.
Goodness gracious, Foster.
Mr. Mayhem, Dr. Earl. Eric Harper. You know, Eric Harper works in the same industry as I do. He emailed me. We have had an interesting conversation about our careers. That was awesome. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for joining us tonight earlier.
HIPAA violation.
Let's see.
Another one to the bingo card.
Foster Covers was hanging out with us earlier tonight too.
Who's that?
I think
Foster
that's
need to
everybody.
cover up. Foster
Yeah, you need to
covers
cover
up.
Foster covers up.
Somebody wants to see your nipples, Foster.
Foster covers, and now it's Foster uncovers.
Now it's Foster OnlyFans.
You know what?
FOF.
I think you guys are right. I think that's what Foster's doing right now. He's clearing out that basement before he can start his OnlyFans account.
He's getting it cleared out to start a whole new round of bodies.
Bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the.
Foster's
Bodies in
shirtless
the
adds a
wall.
whole
Bodies
new
in the
meaning.
wall.
Foster's shirtless adds a
Hide the bodies on the wall. Oh no.
Hide the bodies in the wall. Hide the bodies in the wall.
Bruja says only Fosters.
Only Foster.
Hey, see? Foster, you can tell
Bruja.
us the truth, man. You got it going on over there, bro.
Bruja also says some great laughs tonight, guys. Fuck Green Bay. Thank you,
Shit.
Bruja.
Fuck Green Bay.
Fuck Green Bay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Guys, let us thank all of you in chat tonight for the 125th million time. We do not do this for anyone but you. We sincerely mean that. You guys are what makes this show go around. 274 people watching. I don't know where the hell you're coming from, but thank all of you on Twitter if you're watching right now. If you haven't seen the entire show, you're going to want to go back to the Walmart park because that was pretty fun. It's been a great show. It took a serious derailment after Lester Wiltfong left, but we had a lot of fun with Lester tonight. Again, make sure that you guys download the PSF app. You can find both of us there watching Bears games in real time with you. You guys can join us after you use the BetUS app. bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast -BetUS. Get 125% sign up bonus with the link below, and make sure you do download that PSF app today. hang out with Lester and I, watch Bears games with us, hang out with us in the chat room while we watch Bears games. You can also join us live in the video feed and hang out with us. Plenty of people have done it.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
And fuck Green Bay. Guys, we will see you next Thursday night. And if we do not make Kenneth Davis laugh his ass off, it will be a disappointment of a show. So let's all think about ways to make Kenneth Davis barrel roll in laughter next week, because I love his laugh. He's a barrel of fun. Love him. I cannot wait to talk to him. I feel like I know him already. I'm super excited for that show. I hope you guys are too. We'll see you guys next Thursday night with Kenneth Davis and
from Walgreens.
And out of 1, 2, 3, let's bear this motherfucker down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bears. Bear the fuck down, baby. We love you guys. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Drew. Have a good night, guys. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Dean.
What up, Dan? POV, baby.
I'm fucking off now.
Fuck Green Bay.